Live with Beachside. In the most condescending, snobby way possible.
Yes.
Okay, Ross, we have a licensed condescending person in the room.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you very
Sorry, Madhog.
Actually, I'm not licensed.
Oh, he's not licensed yet.
What? You mean tell me what?
He's been doing it unlicensed this entire time?
Guys, I'm not condescending, I'm patronizing.
Oh, okay, there's a difference.
That's different, yes.
I'm licensed because I'm a professional critic.
Okay, so you'll notice that I actually have remembered to switch the banner this time to Beachside the Team Yume Adventure to not have a repeat of the last time's unintentionally hilarious setup. Because otherwise it would say Despair Stream. And I don't think that's what people are coming to Beachside for.
No, I'd say Beachside is pretty much the home for despair as far as these campaigns go. Really?
I don't think so. We're that close yet, unless you want to consider Ross might have something in store for us that could end up being despair-ridden.
I think we end up in despair pretty much every time we fight somebody.
Oh man, speaking of that, guess what? You're probably going to have a fight on your hands today.
Oh gee, you don't say.
I was gonna say, it's D&D, isn't it?
Well, to be fair, I have you guys fight very little comparatively for a D&D style stream.
I'm aware.
Yes, I'm aware as well, and we should probably get introductions out of the way and all that jazz.
Yes. If you would lead us then, Mr. Birthday Boy.
Yes, by the way, happy birthday to the Magic Twins, the bar, and Danton.
Wonder Twins activate.
Form of birthday boys.
Yes, you are 1 year older than you were last year. Yay!
Yes, and yet I still feel like I'm 16 for some reason.
And yet you're
16.
actually 31.
I am 16.
Sure you are, Ross.
In theory, yes.
You sound like you're 16, so I guess that's fair.
And your room says you're 16.
Probably, actually. I don't exactly keep my room to the highest standards. And guess what? You guys can see my room now. So yeah, look at all the animu behind me. All the animu.
I certainly do, Ross. Especially see that bottle of pop you're opening.
We're not endorsed by them.
No, it's gonna be a long night.
Yes. So, by the way, I think I might truly detest and loathe Danganronpa 3. Be free.
B3,
so
not 3. 3's the anime.
Oh, that's not confusing at all. I think I might hate this game very much so, and it. I'm only at the end of chapter 1, so hooray!
So many chapters of loathing to go.
No. I mean, we're not going to spoil anything for anyone that hasn't gotten through the game, because surprisingly, this Danganronpa has spoilers starting from chapter 1. But oh my god!
I'll say this. This kind of happenings might actually deter you from continuing to play this game. At least that's what I'm feeling right now towards it.
Yeah. I mean, it does feel pretty detrimental. Bad. It does feel very.
I mean, it seems super clever, superficially, but then you start to think about it, and it's the worst thing you could possibly ever do. Anyone could ever do, really.
Pretty much.
So, the introductions?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm Madhog, there is Danton and the bar, and Matti, and Ross is the DM. Done.
What about Demonox?
And
Demonox.
God! I keep forgetting someone here. Okay, and there's Demonox too. Okay, he's important, just as everyone else. let's go on.
Yes, and and also if you're watching this on the Twitch right now, then you're watching it on Twitch. If you're not, then you're probably watching it on YouTube, Ross's YouTube,
Or Madhog's YouTube with potentially better audio. It was like this last time, so
Holy
we'll
crap,
see.
we actually have viewers, potentially.
Ooh.
Icy Pal's here! Say hi to
Hi,
Icy
Icy
Pal,
Pal.
everybody!
Hello, hello.
Hi, Icy Pal.
Hey.
Hello. Wow, we
I-
have a
Guy
regular.
who I don't know.
Also,
Hi,
I see. Also,
Hi,
I see.
Frosty. It's been too long.
Also, another viewer is in there. Hey, Demonox, how you doing?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that you too? Is that you there, Devar? Oh wow.
Yeah, fancy meeting you at the stream, watching the stream.
It's
Yeah,
been
I
a while
think he
since
looks pretty
Icy
good.
Pal has...
I really like the Demonox character person there. He looks really good.
It's been a while since Icy Pal has joined us.
Really?
Has he seen my new streaming setup? Because I think it looks better than it was before. I wouldn't say it looks professional yet, but we're getting there. We're slowly making strides forward.
Everything in strides, everything that and their own type pace.
Oh, there's
Rome
one
was
last
built
thing
in
that I
brick.
want to show you guys before we start.
What is it that you want to show us then, Ross?
This will be especially relevant to Mati's interests.
Hmm?
Oh, heck.
Oh,
Oh
What?
no. What
B
is
word.
it? Oh gosh. What is...
It's coming. It's coming. Turn out
What?
now.
What
The
do you
Monster
know that
Girl
I don't?
Encyclopedia.
Oh no. The
The
hardback
Monster...
version.
Yes, the Monster Girl Encyclopedia.
Volume 2.
Ross.
Why would
Oh,
Matty
boobs
want
ever.
that?
Because he really hated the whole Monster Girl sponsorship thing that we were doing for a
Ross.
bit last year.
Ross.
Yes,
Is this the return of Monster of the Girl of the Week?
perhaps. I
know.
haven't had the chance to look through it, but
Don't tempt him.
Should I see something here?
No.
it was on the actual
Yes,
stream.
Icy Pal. Yes, by the sound of it, it could be the return of the Monster Girl of the Week system. It
If
might
you
be
want-
returning.
If you want to be demonetized, go on.
But that isn't monetized anyway.
I doubt that would happen.
I was not. I was talking to Ross.
Actually, to be fair, they demonetized Beachside stream literally for having that wallpaper of Junko up.
Really?
And that's it.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've experienced some of that idiocy, but you know,
Hey, Icy Pal's agreeing with it though. He likes it. He's going
no,
yay.
the algorithm or the bot is so broken that it demonetizes. What a freaking verb! I hate it. Demonetizes a video one day, and then the next day or the next couple of days, remonetizes it on its own without
Mhm.
you having to do anything, and then it does, and then it
Excuse me.
re-demonetizes it again. And the same song and the same dance and song and dance multiple times, and I've learned I pretty much learned to let it go
Ignore
and
To
ignore
let it
because what
go,
can I-
let it
go.
go. Cliche
Well-
song is cliche.
Well, knowing about programming with YouTube, I guess we don't have to worry about Skynet anytime soon.
Pretty
Oh, God,
much.
if
No,
YouTube became
no.
Skynet, I shall launch an attack on the world. No, maybe tomorrow. I will launch an attack. Oh, no, sorry, I didn't. Oh, I've been monetized there. I have my censorship correct. My account. I will launch. Oh, my account's been banned.
Okay,
Oh, well, I
so
need a new account.
are we ready to actually get started?
Yes.
I don't know. I could be watching a Cuphead stream instead.
Uh,
But
Don't direct people to watch other streams. What the hell are you doing?
But okay, if I must.
God.
Madhog, do not make me give you a challenge.
What a challenge.
Challenge.
Okay, so last time you had a month of free time that you spent making me pull out my hair.
Yes.
What the-
That was fun.
What did we do last time? I've completely forgotten.
Bunch of pranks made by Demona and Chloe.
Yep.
So basically nothing at
Right
all.
in there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Driving the town up.
Yes.
YouTube Skynet,
Storage.
all your money will belong to us. Yes, that's basically it.
Yes, Spicy Pal. Indeed it is. Like that.
That's about as far as it goes.
Uh,
Went
Alrighty
all
then.
according to Keikaku.
Yes. However, there has been some good that has come of your downtime.
Yes.
Oh yes, Danten. Tell them about what they've won, or what you've won at least.
Hey.
Well,
So obviously, some of your new gadgets aren't exactly easy to keep hidden on your person.
No, they're not. But I do have a bunch of new gadgets. I don't know where to list them all now or not, but
Is one
Well,
a
it
left-handed?
all depends
left-handed can
on you
opener?
guys. It might be more helpful for, strategizing if they know what you can do before ahead of time, but, to each their own.
Seriously, is one a left-handed can opener? You could call the market on this already.
I'm going to say it, Danton. Is one of your
Translation note,
invention-
Keikaku means plan. Thanks, Icy Pal.
Is one of your inventions, Danton, a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle that has a knife in it?
Actually, no.
no.
That's
Oh, good.
The next. That's next on the cutting.
Spring-loaded fake bath.
But to start off with, I've got Hermes stim packs, which is just basically it's a single target haste. I've also got spider slime mines. It's a mine that basically acts like a spider that basically grapples onto a target and it shoots out a lot of goo and hardens and expands and it immobilizes and it has a nausea effect. But I only have 2 uses of that
Right.
because it's a group target. I
Spider-Mines.
also have the Hand of Solomon that has 5 charges. But they make a force bolter that's charisma based. I also have a cryo blaster, which is modified from the fairy pistol, which shoots out ice, sort of similar to Chloe's freeze force thing. That's 3 per day. I've also got a Cyborg hover boots and pack, which is just basically a pack of boots that allow me to fly around. And jump high and whatnot.
That's just as well as picture you trying to experimentally test this whole boot and fly to be like, yay, bang! Oh, hey, bang! Oh, come on!
I've
Here's the
also,
directions,
I've also got a light flash cannon shield. It allows me to, other than use it as a defensive item, I can blind opponents and or use a light ray attack. And then I've got Holy Fire Cyborg blades, which is if you think like a lightsaber, but more of the Protoss sort of like
Hey.
blades from StarCraft 2.
Or
which-
StarCraft 1 if you want to go for 20,000 references.
Oh yes, but it can switch between holy, light, and fire damage. I've also got electric gauntlets, which allow me to fire off lightning powers.
And light bulbs.
And then I've got a flame chainsword, which is just basically a sword with a chainsaw in it, and it also basically can cover in fire. And and finally, I have 30.
30?
30.
30?
It's a cyborg fairy dragon.
Is it 3 inches tall?
No.
Oh gosh. Wait,
Fairy
fairy dragon? You
Yep.
don't tell me you just took the corpse of the fairy dragon?
I'm guessing that's what you went with.
Wait, how are you fitting that in your pocket?
Well,
He's
magic
got adventure
hat.
gamer pockets to go for if
He's
anything
got-
fits in there.
He's got Simon's magic hat. Clearly.
He can't fit in his pocket, which means it's very obviously walking around.
Yeah.
Explain the robot that we've been watching outside for the last hour.
I like to think basically for the past month that Frank's been out in his garden basically working on this fairy dragon, and the neighbour's just staring at him as he's doing his garden, and he's just going, "Morning, how's the weather? Weather's nice day, isn't it?" And he just kind of nudges the tail back underneath the cloth.
Look under there.
Very casual.
I don't know why. I expected Madhog to make a big explanation point about the fairy dragon cyborg.
He's still stunned from Danganronpa.
No, I mean, okay, sure. You made a gigantic cyborg with the remains of the corpse of the dragon. You foreshadowed that you would do something with the dragon already, so I was expecting at any moment to happen. So I'm not too surprised.
I wasn't sure if you remembered.
No, I do remember. I mean, it was literally the last boss of the last.
I tell his hot pockets of holding.
It was the boss at the end of the Cathedral of Chaos arc. So
I'm gonna say it wasn't really the last boss we fought. It was the last boss we fought was Lucius and Elixir.
yes, it's the last boss of the Cathedral of Chaos arc.
Yeah,
That's one we killed.
Yeah, the fairy dragon is the one we killed, at least. Everyone else has lived in some way or form.
Okay, so now that you have revealed
I mean, we also killed Fluffy Bottoms.
Yes, you
Twice.
did kill Fluffy Bottoms. Well, no, you left him for dead once, and then you finished the job the second time.
We made the villain's mistake. We left the guy for dead. Should have ruled and poked him.
Well, not when there was reporters going to be coming for us.
You essentially did the I expect you to die, Mr. Bond, and then just left him.
Basically.
No, I just loved the second time we met him. He was just outside the building waiting for us, flipping a coin. Just casually.
He was like, "Hey, remember me, assholes?" Like, oh shit, we owe this guy money.
He's as tall as a skyscraper, and yet nobody heard him coming.
I think we also
You'll
killed
never
that
see it
Sotobi
coming.
Oh yeah, we killed the
yes.
succubus too.
Quiet! I tried to sneak upon them.
Okay, so anyway, if you do not recall, the last time you had heard of your adventure hook.
Yes. The
Yes,
one with
the
Kelly.
the Emerald Forest
Yes.
and Kelly with Alexiel.
Oh yes, that.
Mm.
Hey, Ross.
Yes.
I actually forgot this, but I wanted to suggest a track for the forest.
Oh. I'll see if I can search it up, as long as it's copyright at least neutral.
I mean,
What?
it's a track from Simon the Sorcerer, a game from 1993.
Okay, it sounds like it might be okay. If you give me a link to the page, I'll see if I can get to go.
I think it's the perfect ultimate forest track for any forest level.
And here I was just going to use like something like Lost Woods, but okay. No, I don't want to get copyright claimed.
Marty has to be a show-off, saying about how he wrote his own music for his campaign.
Okay.
Yes, you really did. That was awesome, dude. Like, I can't possibly
that was
hold
really
like
cool.
anything against you.
Okay, so here it is. This is the, I believe, MIDI version of the soundtrack.
Yeah, that's right. It's a computer thing, so it comes in like a billion different versions. The MIDI usually being the best.
This is nostalgia talking, but I still prefer the original 16-bit.
So you mean the FM synth adlib?
Yeah, exactly what you just said.
Like he's like, I had no idea, but it wasn't the shrill PC speaker, so that's what's going to have to be.
I'm aware.
This is the 1/3 of the show
I'm aware
audience.
it's the default mode for music files for DOS games. So yes.
Sure, this can work.
All right, we're using a track from Simon the Sorcerer. which I still state that it has one of the best video game soundtracks ever.
Best forest track.
Okay, so
Okay. Once we actually get started, once the characters gather, I would like to say something that Chloe will look different today.
okay.
Really?
But,
She put her hair in a bun!
actually, no. I'm waiting for when we actually get together for this.
Okay, well,
She gained weight because of all the snacks.
No, nothing.
isn't that the
quite
running joke?
Nothing quite like that. No.
Oh, but I'm close. I get you.
Should Rehoboam and Demona do that shooting contest?
Yeah.
What? Remy and devoted to the shooting contest? When?
Yeah, Demona suggested it the last time to Remy that they should match their shooting fitness.
By...
I thought. I
Oh
thought we
yes,
were
you'll
going to
have
help-
plenty of time to test your shootingness because,
So
well,
by shooting,
you're gonna have live targets.
Hold on. By shooting contest, you mean the traditional kind of shooting with guns, or you both had a microphone and shot at each other?
Oh.
I thought this episode was going to be all of us helping Rem and his family build their own house.
No,
God,
we
no.
have a forest. We have a magical forest with unicorns and
I wonder-
something else.
I'm wondering should Rehoboam call his dad to join in the fun.
Oh boy.
One
So
of Remy's moves. Dad, can you help us in this fight? I'm there, son. Just with his.
No, I meant the shooting contest.
All right.
Well,
Oh,
in the
boy.
morning,
Oh,
you all
uh-oh.
gather
Under the
together
door.
like you typically do.
okay.
Watch out, guys! Demona and Remy are breaking kayfabe.
Oh boy. Okay, so everybody has arrived, have they?
Yes.
To the.
Mhm.
Okay.
And a
Okay.
strange twist, we may be close to actually reaching bloody whatchamacallit? Oh, that's right, I didn't do this. It's actually been past Halloween in game, so it's the second week of November 2001.
Oh goody. Well, that's good. That's gonna be quite difficult to get
Guys,
to.
we're only a couple of months away from the first, from the Fellowship of the Ring, you guys.
Ding 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 ding.
And Frank's looking towards it.
Okay.
Like this movie
so-
looks like it's gonna be hype.
You were a big fan of the Ralph Bakshi version growing up, so this should be interesting for you.
Oh, man.
Though now that there actually is magic, the movie kind of has lost its power.
There's a point there. Anyway, okay, so by the time everybody sees Chloe, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everyone noticed that she looks very different from usual. She has her hands in a pocket, which is a jacket that's open, and she looks like she's wearing a sloppy uniform, and is wearing a. But it's the jacket is draped over her shoulders, and she's not got her arms in it at all. And she's got a eucalyptus leaf in her mouth as she
Oh god,
walks
she's
up.
going with a Yankee?
Oh,
She-
No,
Eh?
a basho or whatever.
Yeah, so anyway, so she's like walking up to everybody, and going like, "Yo, dorks, I see you all hanging out around the forest."
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay,
not-
oh.
Okay, since we're all having gimmicks, Manny shows up wearing a purple wizard attire with a pointy hat.
No,
He's
just
going to
the,
try-
the normal
he's going-
attire.
He's going to try and fool enemies into believing that this gigantic man is actually the meek wizard of the party.
I'd also like to say that I brought a picnic basket. So Frank's like, "Hey guys, I brought a picnic basket with me. We can take
And
a
I
break."
brought fire ants! Ah!
And-
Rehoboam is just confused by all these pop culture references.
Yeah,
so-
the one just pats the shoulder like you'll get used to it after a while.
So when
No,
we take
that's a
so
lie.
when we take a break, we can frolic while we frolic through the forest. Oh, don't
Okay,
tell me we
so-
don't frolic anymore. Oh
Just
God.
We don't.
I mean,
Follow King went out of
hopefully-
fashion a while ago.
Hopefully we will get to the clearing without somebody just taking over the map and getting us lost in the forest, wanting to kick everything. Ross, yeah, I
look,
still remember that. That
So-
time we played Zork. I still
Okay.
remember it.
Okay, so Chloe's just gonna look at Frank and go like, "You bought a picnic basket. You're such a square, but it's very nice of you." I mean, yeah, that's totally uncool. Like, yeah, like.
The one just like flick Chloe in the back of the head.
By the way, roll d20 for super secret handshake.
What?
Yeah, roll d20s.
Why are you in this getup?
12?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna roll against Frank first then. Dang. Sorry. So she's just gonna go to Frank going like, "Nah, you're too uncool for that."
I rolled a natural 20 for the secret handshake.
Oh God.
Yeah, sorry,
Frank?
Madhog. You haven't
Demona.
gotten...
No mad hogs allowed. No,
no,
nannies
it's-
allowed, I should say.
Is the queen going through some kind of phase?
That'll be explained in a moment, Randy.
Yeah.
Just bear with it for
Yeah.
a little longer.
So yeah, I'm gonna say sorry, Madhog, but you didn't get in range of my dice.
Nope, you've got to.
I was.
A natural 20 doesn't work here.
Yeah, so
I think you have to get close to his roll.
yeah, so she to Manny, she goes like she looks like she's about to, but then skips him like no.
No.
Well, since I rolled a 20, I guess I just assume I'm too cool for her. No, I can live with that.
Okay.
Like, I didn't want to shake your hand anyway.
Okay, what is going on?
I said roll
I
d.
rolled a 9.
Wait,
Okay.
I need to roll something?
Yes,
roll
roll
d20.
Yeah, roll a d20. I'm just doing a secret stupid thing with you all.
15.
Stupid is right.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna make it either. So she goes like, you're a square, and then she goes to Demona and then goes like, ha, too slow.
Demona slaps on the back of the head.
Ow! Ow! What's
Okay,
that
first
for?
she spoke 80s slang and then she spoke 90s slang.
Yep. She doesn't.
Well,
She
there
doesn't-
isn't really 2000 slang yet.
No. It was. It just unfortunately wasn't worth remembering.
What even is 2000 slang?
I
It's
don't
1980s
know.
slang.
I mean, everybody's saying awesome a million times a day, I guess.
I know, but that goes
And
to
then
a
adding
bit
beats at the
before
end
then.
of a sentence.
Yeah.
Like swag.
So yeah, I would say the 2000s would probably be "life is strange" sort of slang.
Life is Strange can burn in mid 2000 hell, even though it's more recent.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
No spoilers.
Anyway, so yeah, Chloe's like, goes to Demona, go like, I was trying to look cool and be a rebel.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, and where is your pompadour?
With all due respect, Queen, I know you're the teacher kind, and let me tell you with experience, all the teachers I've seen that try to act cool and be with the kids, they don't usually last long.
No, I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm doing it because, this is for my continued recovery. I decided to, be the next person who sadly passed away during the incident I was a part of, so this is what he liked to do. He used to be a rebel of sorts in my class.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
when have you started doing this?
Quite a while ago.
Ages ago.
Really?
Quite a while ago. Yes.
Why do you think we did all the hide and seek, and why do you think he did all the pranks?
Because you had nothing better to do?
Oh God.
I'm surprised at you, man.
Oh, she's trying to recover from a trauma and no one even realizes it.
Yes, I know
Yeah,
about
no.
the trauma thing, but I
I know
didn't
about the
know this
trauma
was
and why she's doing it.
I did not know this was the way she was coping with it, or even if I knew it, it's been so long, and our campaigning has been so lackluster. I did not even remember what we did last time. Jeez.
Hell, I remember what she first did at first, which was go to a bar and drink whiskey.
Wine, actually.
Wine. Well, it was close enough. Alcohol.
Wine, whiskey, that's the same thing, right?
Yeah,
that's what I would say, really. That's all alcohol. Alcohol is all the same.
Yeah. So anyway, Chloe's just gonna say to everybody now, then like, anyway. So she like sorts herself out. Look! There's a forest. I'm just gonna go in because it's cool, to go in when you're not supposed to.
Well, Frank basically looks at the forest and goes, "Oh God, this is gonna be Sarah Park all over again. I got lost in there for half a day and had to avoid a white wolf as soon as I found the part of the amulet, and I don't have any pseudo sausages with me."
Don't worry, that particular park is apparently now morphed into this.
So,
this is Sarah Park Mark II. The Mark
II. So Gabriel Knight. Yeah. So Gabriel Knight, the Beast Within aside.
I don't think he has any idea about that game, actually.
So,
no.
We most likely have to fight against fairies, right?
Well,
why? I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a forest. It's a forest. Is where the plot wants us to go next, and who are we to oppose the plot?
I know, right?
Wait, guys. I need to ask.
Please don't, Manny. Please don't meta narrate. It freaks me out.
I am Madhog narrating.
Okay.
If I am Manny narrating, I would sound like this.
Yes.
Look, it's a forest. Well, time to strut in as if nothing matters.
And he was robotic.
Let's go, Chico.
Yes, what are you trying to say, Danton?
I was gonna say as Frank, before we enter the forest, guys, just a random question. Don't pay much mind to it, but are any of you afraid of needles?
No.
Now that well, now that you said it, yes.
Actually, yes, in canon he is.
What, he's afraid of needles?
Yes!
No.
This is actually something that came up in a very, very early session. I can't believe we remembered that.
Wait, who's afraid of needles?
You.
Manny.
I'm afraid.
Manny is.
I'm afraid of lightning and thunders.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was lightning and thunder.
I thought you were afraid of needles too.
No,
because I remember you were making jokes about that when you broke your hand on the mirror and had to actually go to the hospital.
His face, actually.
No,
your face on the mirror.
That had nothing to do with him being afraid of that. It's just something that happened for completely unrelated reasons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, unfortunately, you did that, now it'd be me coming.
Look, I may have a bad memory when it comes to this game, which, to be fair, we've been playing it for a very long time, and I'm not as invested in it as I used to be, for reasons. But even I remember what my character is afraid of.
Icy Pal says, "I do not see any difference between Madhog and Manny."
Oh wow.
There used to be a difference. But that
they
difference
sort of merged into one.
Yeah, I mean, that is bound to happen when we keep bickering with each other.
Yeah. Both Manny and Madhog are totally porn stars.
That's right.
No, that's still quite different from reality.
Yeah,
I heard Damona's answer and Chloe's and Manny's, but I didn't hear Remy. Is he afraid of needles?
I ain't no afraid of needles. I need to probably use them in my future job.
Actually, Chloe didn't answer. So Chloe basically says, go ahead, whatever. I'm not afraid of anything. Trees, branches,
shake around all the
needles. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm totally fearless. You can see.
Good to know. He just notes it down.
Pulls up needle the size of a horse.
Actually, Manny tries to inconspicuously spy Frank from behind to see what he's writing in his notebook.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna pull off an inconspicuous spying on someone with that.
No, are
depth
you
or
kidding me?
wisdom score that high.
He's a dick, dude. You're not going to be able to get behind him like Detective Dick. Not like.
Well, you meant to say he's a
Simona
private
could,
dick.
but him not so much.
You meant to say he's a private dick. I get you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So yeah.
Do you mind, Mr. Nosy?
He does not react because his name is not Mr. Nosy.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so
shall we?
let's all get into this forest since
We're
Ross-
off to see the whatever.
Let's
We're off-
frolic in. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard.
Chloe's just basically just strutting her stuff badly, might I say. She's just basically pushing her shoulders out each time she walks.
Now,
And
Manny,
she's got the stride that basically goes on for days.
speaking of strides, Manny has a strutted walk that looks like he's actually hiking a mountain, but horizontally. So-
Well, I will say Frank basically gets out a one of those like sweet stick candies thing and just puts it in his mouth and goes like, "Well, better get this job started."
So this is
Simona's gonna
turning.
walk
To,
next
so
to-
this, so
next
this
to
campaign is
Solomon.
turning to the Ministry of Silly Walks. I think it.
She's gonna walk next to Solomon and have a chit chat about firearms.
You mean Remy?
Remy.
Yes. Okay.
Remy.
Yeah, my name's Remy.
Remy!
Remy
Aha!
the
You thought I was. Aha! You thought I was Remy, but in reality it's me.
Dio.
Rehoboam, actually, but Remy is fine.
Okay. So as you're walking around, the forest is absolutely picturesque. It's like beautiful, and you can feel the magic in the air.
I'm sorry, I farted.
Please don't mention it.
The air smells sweet and full of life. What? Before the fart, then it smells rather foul, but you move on quickly.
God, Ross. It's like I predicted you.
This is the worst Beachside movie remake ever. I want out if there's a fart joke in it.
Yep.
So you, despite there not being a marked path or anything, you guys are guided almost instinctively forward.
By the pendant that I'm using?
Yeah, actually, you're not using the pendant right now. It doesn't actually occur to you. You just
Even the humans?
I'm not sure the humans actually.
well,
use the pendant like
the
that.
fairies seem
I
to be
mean,
more
humans are
entranced
also
than the
dark by
humans.
instinct.
Yes, humans are guided by instinct. Yes.
Yes,
The same.
I mean, you feel a pull, but you're not anywhere near as entranced as the fairies are. They seem to be moving without thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm just enjoying my eucalyptus leaf as I get.
Simona's not
I-
actually even walking; she's just like sliding sideways along the path.
Chloe's just basically going like, what a dorky forest. Am I right, guys?
No, just like sliding along the ground. She's not even walking.
Manny is trying to talk with the local woodworms.
Of course you are, Simon.
Oh, well, he's dedicated to his character.
So,
So,
do you know where they are?
We don't know. I just feel something in the air, so I'm just going towards it essentially.
Be
So,
very careful.
when we finally meet Kelly and her crowd, what is the plan there? What are we going to do?
Well, well, since this is a forest outside our church, I don't think we'll be seeing Kelly around here unless she's around here on business.
Have
No.
to wait and see, won't we?
Yeah,
Have to
but
get
not
a
like
little
not like I'm interested or anything. No, I mean that'd be totally uncool if I was interested in anything.
Oh, we aren't going to Kelly's?
We're not entirely certain where we're going at the moment.
Wait,
forest
what are we
wasn't
doing
quite
in
like
this
this
forest
yesterday.
again?
We started to investigate it. Like, I mean, you nerds are investigating it. I'm not. I'm just here for the ride.
Right. Yeah, I came because I thought we were confronting Kelly and Alexis, but I guess I just tangled myself into some kind of an errand mission or something.
Well, you might find it beneficial anyway.
Just
Who knows, you
think,
could find something out.
just
There could be
think of
something
it
useful
as,
here.
just think of it as a side quest.
Okay.
Of course, the fact, if I remember correctly, didn't Kelly used to be based out in this forest?
Yes. Well, she was based somewhere in this forest.
Who knows, we might discover something she left.
I thought this forest just appeared.
Well,
Yes.
it basically, this forest existed, but it changed drastically.
It changed. It was here before
So-
and now it's altered.
So if Kelly used to live here and then there is a forest, I think what might have crossed her mind was, oh, they did it again! I can't believe this.
Because of this, I'll start my own church and spite them. Yeah.
Right, she was living out in the forest, and then the forest suddenly rapidly changes. Like, I am going thinking, where's my bathroom? Oh, for Christ's sakes, not again!
Well, am I supposed to just piss out in the woods like an animal?
That's it. I'm finding the first 5-star hotel and charging them the bill.
Like you're saying all this while that Simon the Sorcerer forest theme is playing in the background,
Anyway,
which is so calming.
Okay, so after indeterminate amount of time walking, again, it's not like you have a clock in front of you. For the fairies, it feels like no time at all. For humans, it feels like an eternity. You will eventually reach a grove. This grove is
Green.
it's of course very green, but it's like right out of like a storybook. How
So-
almost fairy tale-y it is, and how
Flowers, running around, little chipmunk thingies, birds.
yeah, basically the whole like shebang.
He's gonna kill us.
I'm a bit suspicious already.
The fairies especially know a massive. No, don't kick the grove. But the
cannot
fairies
be
especially
useful
notice something in the center of it. A very familiar looking thing, actually.
What is it?
Thing or person?
A tiny red gem
I kicked the
radiates
gem.
intensely with power.
So the gem is just laying on the ground.
No, it's floating in the air over a pool of water, and it's just emanating magic power intensely.
Wow.
Oh god,
No.
we're gonna get attacked by treants, aren't we?
Trent. Icy power and not being. We
Come
don't
on.
have to be very, very, very quiet. We're not hunting fairies.
Pal.
Yeah, this may seem like a trap.
I
What was your
agree.
What was your first clue? The floating gem or the quiet grove?
Ross, can I see anything?
You see a grove.
When it's pointed out to you, you do notice that, yeah, there is a tiny red gem that you can barely see hovering above the water.
But nothing else like out of place or
He's
someone
looking around
hiding.
the room.
It looks, again, like a storybook-ish grove. It doesn't look like it comes from a real place, but you're clearly standing in it.
Can we throw a stone toward in the general direction and see if anything springs out?
I feel
By
like
all-
I'm in Mary Poppins
By
right
all
now.
means.
I don't like how Ross smiles when he says that.
No, it's a creepy thing.
Oh
actually.
yeah, you're watching the stream, yeah.
Well, I watch it while it's muted, so.
They're,
You can't
they're-
hear him.
they're spying on the stream.
Right.
The only way I can see what fanboy Icy Pal's saying.
Yeah, no, it's, I mean, I'm looking mainly for the conversation, really.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Have
So,
them pop out on the
Your course of action
Okay.
is clear. Set the forest on fire. Oh, God.
give me
flamethrowers.
time.
No, Danton, no.
Okay.
Anyway, so-
How should we go about this? Because this is definitely seeming a little too serene to be a simple case of I can walk up and take that stone.
yeah, I'm guessing that too. That it's not going to be that simple.
It's
Unless
never that
Ross
easy.
has made it that simple.
We did steal the stone off the belly dance without actually having to do anything but fight the thugs outside.
Well, yeah, but that was supposed to be the hard part about the whole thing.
True. They did last a full 10 minutes.
Maybe when we grab the gem, the boulder will start chasing after us, and it'll be our boss fight.
Okay, so Frank, can you see a stone that we can throw at it?
I
You
see
can
many
find a
rocks.
stone to try to throw. It's just going to be extremely difficult to hit a target like that. The gem is tiny, and it's floating
I
above
throw-
a pool of water.
Can I attempt to target the stone?
I mean, it would be a tall feat. Also, you run the risk of potentially knocking the stone into the water, or if you're
That's a good
really
point.
unlucky, destroying it, which you have no idea what would happen, but would probably be bad.
That is a good point. I don't think destroying these stones would help anybody in the long-term survival option.
So what? Was it
Have you
supposed to?
thought-
Can I make an extendable hand out of
That's a good
some
point. Can we just,
tool
like, do this
and then
giant
just
grabby
grab
claw?
it?
Have you thought
Not on the
the-
spot.
Have you thought
I
the
can.
Indiana Jones approach?
I can create
Remember,
tools.
only you can prevent forest fires. Oh,
Okay.
icy pal.
Sorry, that was lost half between chuckles and laughter there.
Yeah,
Fine.
because of Icy Pal said, remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Anyway.
Has anybody thought of doing the Indiana Jones approach?
Half is floating in the air. There's nothing to put.
You're fairies, you fly.
Okay, so Demona and Frank create a tool that can.
As I said, we can create a tool that we can use the long extending arm on.
Do we even know is this grove trapped?
That's why we're trying to use a really long stick to get the gem.
That's why I was basically asking if I could see anything.
like traps or anything like that.
You do not
Okay,
see any
I-
obvious traps.
Okay.
I'm very suspicious. That's all I'm gonna say. So either we make a retractable arm, or I will have one of you go and get it for us.
Well, you guys can fly. Maybe you're gonna
Hover over the
make
ground.
quickly out of harm's way with your flying powers.
Okay.
Flying powers.
Flying powers!
Flying powers. Well, I reckon, boy, that my flying powers could fly me over there with ease.
Oh gosh. So
That's awesome.
okay, so do one of those two things because
Okay. How
I'm
about we do
looking-
both?
So you're going to do it high in the air, huh?
Right. Danton makes the makes the grabby arm sticky thing. So Frank will make the grabby arm stick.
Okay.
And since I've got the most dexterity and the greatest chance of being able to jump the way out of well, or should I say the fastest reaction speed,
Okay.
I'll try and hover over and take it.
Okay.
And if something does jump out of the water, he's got the long stick thing to get in the path to potentially block or disrupt it, or if it reacts to the stick, it'll snap out of the water before I get there.
Oh, one of the most paranoia inducer things the DM can say is, you don't see any obvious traps.
Yes.
That is why
Oh,
I'm
Hume can
suspicious,
say.
Icy Pal.
I'm just suspicious in general of a grove out of a picture book. I'm in
Yeah.
Mary Poppins land.
Ahem.
Yes.
Also, actually, another quick question here. Can Chloe's grow plant spell make vines?
Yes, it takes a while to cast, but she could potentially do that.
I was thinking if she makes vines and makes them converge over the pond water, again, it's like a third next thing. So if things can just jump from the water, they'll get slowed down by the items.
That would
Optional viable options here, folks.
Yes, that is a viable option. Yes, I could probably form it into a slide, the vines, towards us. And you would play golf with the gem.
No,
God,
no,
Icy Pal. Icy
No, I
Pal.
do not say what he just said. We're skipping that one.
Fine, I beep, 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 beep.
Wait, so the gem is flowing above the water?
Yes,
Yes,
it's floating
yeah,
above the
Above
water.
the air. It's in the air. Mid-air.
Well, I do have a staff of evocation which has ice storm. You
No,
could just-
no, save
That's
that.
a little
Save
extreme.
that one. It's a tiny extreme. That's a big AoE type blasting thing spell.
Oh.
Yeah, let's not use that.
Let's not use the
Well,
spell.
does any of you know any ice magic?
Oh, he does.
Chloe does.
But I'm not gonna use it here
In
because
case we
that's
hit these. We also may hit the gem and make that go somewhere else.
yeah. So I think we should do this with a bit more, tact and.
Okay.
care.
Okay, I vote for doing the long arm stick thing with Frank while I float over and try and pick it up from the air.
Yes.
So I have the
let's-
fastest reaction speed.
Yes. So let's do that, and hopefully.
Manny
we'll be
just get
ready
paid. Just the just looks like Manny like, Manny, get your shield out and prepare to charge at something.
Manny is chewing a piece of mahogany.
Mahogany.
You're prepared to charge at somebody. Just looks like you're getting ready to charge at someone.
And then he moves into position, whatever that position is.
And then he talks to the audience for no particular reason.
Huh, I've always thought your personality was wooden.
Oh.
Manny hits you in the head with that piece of mahogany.
Mahogany.
Yeah, I deserve that.
No, Ice Pal, I don't think we can. I don't know if we should bother asking if the Lady of the Lake is home at the moment. She may be out shopping.
Yeah, and she may
No, she's
try it.
probably out seducing some dragon boy.
Yeah, yeah, and the dragon is too busy thinking, sit on my face and tell me that you love me. Sorry, it's a,
Up we
it's a
go.
reference to what I.
Well, it turns to
edited.
Frank.
So,
Frank, can you make a long, extending arm?
I'll give it a go.
With that psycho ability of yours.
I will.
I'd say magic, but you won't believe me.
Yes, I will attempt to use that Psychog immediately.
Lenny, I know this could be a bit odd, but could you potentially have your gun out and ready to fire? I
Alright.
don't know if it's needed, but it's better safe than sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
just have it ready. Just don't shoot
No,
immediately until we find out
you know-
if it's dangerous.
His gun is a dexterity-based attack.
I guess.
So if you wanted a gun, man, you could summon a real badass gun that would actually work with his own strength.
No,
Except
that-
he can't
that-
hold it.
Yeah, that you can hold your own weapons that you can make.
He can't give it to someone else. You can only hold it yourself.
I have the armor penetrating bullet, so there's no worry.
Here's AP bullets.
AP bullets.
Baby bullets.
That's fine.
Can we get this
And
plan
technically,
underway?
and technically,
Yeah.
assault. The Mona has an assault rifle, so
Okay, please get the plan away because we've
Onward.
wasted.
I am going to float over. Frank has got his created stick,
Yep.
net, hook, giant catcher's mitt thing. Remy's got his gun out. Madhog's.
I would
So
like to
Manny's-
think it's like the extendable hand from Sam and Max, where just
That's it. And I'm floating over towards the gem.
And Ross
Okay.
has Cube on his shoulders.
No reason.
oh god.
Would you like to make a contract?
I would
Depends.
shoot him.
Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
give me the, Can you tell me what the DM is thinking?
The DM is thinking about.
No,
Pikachu.
no, I don't think. Actually, if Manny does summon the gun, I don't think they actually come with bullets. So
Yeah,
they're
he
technically
kind of
different
can
objects.
only summon melee weapons with that, or thrown weapons.
Yeah, so anyway, Demona
Hey.
is off to grab the crystal or gem thing with her stick.
And I'm doing the extendy thing.
Okay, so you guys do so. and easily get the gem with your plentiful dexterity.
What?
Okay, so
I mean, I got all set up for nothing,
Pretty much.
we all
However,
and I all dressed up for nothing.
You know, I had a feeling this would happen, knowing Ross, but I did not say anything because I enjoy your struggle.
you enjoy all despair.
I just thought, hey, you know what? I think I'm just going to go there and grab the gem, and this is all over quickly. But why would I ever do that?
Well, knowing your luck, if you did that, Ross was supposed to a spring trap appears from nowhere, launching Manny to a tree. Huh?
well,
And that would be bad because
Yeah, right. Manny would be like, ow, that
tree.
slightly inconvenienced me.
well,
tree.
Frank would like to ask, is it real?
Well,
is this the real gem?
it seems very authentic.
Yeah, Chloe just basically goes like, ding, ding, ding. Yep, totally real. You dork.
Okay, that's a
Nerd!
Man, I sure hope. Man, I sure hope this grieving process will be over quickly.
George holds gem to going. Chloe, this gem, yes.
Yes,
This hand, yes.
yes.
This slap on head.
Gotcha. You can't do a Basil Faulty on me.
Ah, true, wrong person. It should be
You
done to Manny.
see, now that I actually watched the Faulty Towers, I
Now you get
get
the
that joke.
He watched Multi Towers while he was here.
That's suspicious how this surviving from a trauma thing actually works.
It's a bit not that suspicious. It's essentially, is it as Remy or as Matty?
I'm asking this as Matti. I was wondering if Chloe's trauma is realistic.
Yes.
Handled.
Well, I'm trying to make it realistically handled, considering that it's she suffered from survivor's guilt and and got near death and had to witness countless people die around her.
Pretty nasty survivor's guilt.
Yeah, so I like to think I'm being careful about this.
Okay, I
the
was
Ross is?
wondering if this pretending to be other person's thing is real or something.
Well, not really. This is kind of something of my own making to basically do something original for a recovery process, essentially.
He's out living.
With
have a much
all due
story.
respect, Queen, could you be just you for a moment?
Maybe? But I'll be
take it
totally
under
uncool. Anyway, we should probably leave, I guess?
I guess if there's
Yeah.
well, we got the gem, might as well see him back.
Okay, as you go to leave, the sky darkens.
Oops.
What do we do?
Did
Oh,
anyone
God.
step on
And
the
then
rock?
the ground begins to shake.
Oh god, it's an army of boulders.
I'm flying, so I don't care.
Then it
Uh.
rends asunder, and you see creatures begin to emerge. Creatures
Oh.
that you have met once before, but many of them.
We met them where?
What
no,
creatures?
is it Fluffy Bottoms again?
Well, it is
Oh.
not Fluffy Bottoms himself, but
It's in a host of
I bet
demons.
I bet it's those behooded goblin guys that attacked you the first time, all the way back to the beginning of this campaign.
no.
No, not them. We're going a bit further ahead from there.
Oh gosh, the denizens of hell, isn't it? The grove was a gateway to hell, wasn't it?
Hellmouth.
Okay, so
I thought that was the
this is
Sunnydale.
what it looks like.
That was in Sunnydale.
Oh, so they look like fluffy bottoms, essentially.
So, yeah, you see 7 of them erupt from the ground.
7. My
Awesome.
gosh.
You're
Fine.
kidding, right?
Nope, there's 7 of them.
Well, let's go on with the party wipe.
Remy starts to run.
Of course he does.
Oh boy, get back here.
Remy, come back.
We can possibly beat 7 of these demons.
Manny kick the first one.
Oh, you may get your chance.
Oh gosh.
I don't think they're archfiends though.
Oh, they are archdemons.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh goody. So just like fluffy bottoms is what you're saying.
Yep.
Well, we survived 1 fluffy bottoms. We could survive 7 of them. We have
Seven.
we have fluffy wings, fluffy chest, fluffy head, fluffy horns, fluffy legs.
Okay.
I walk through the shadow of
Besides,
Valley of Death. I fear no evil.
Besides, not only do we have ice magic on our side, we also have light magic on our side too. So that should help.
Uh-huh.
We can't outrun these things then.
They do have wings.
Well,
You're
remember,
at least as fast as you. You also put the entirety of Alfheim at risk by leaving them alone.
Yeah. Also, don't remember. I think they can, walk up to us as.
Yeah. You see that the forest itself is rotting from just their presence.
Yeah, we definitely can't let these guys in Alpha.
No, we're not gonna let. No, there was no way we're going to leave them. But we have to fight these guys.
It was nice to know you all.
Do not say that. We'll survive this. We'll get through this.
Right.
Never say die.
Okay, so it's going to be initiative times.
Okay.
Oh dear, I
I
wonder
said
when
I
I'm
was
gonna
going.
come.
I said I was going to kick one of them before initiative.
That doesn't happen. I said you may get your chance to kick one.
So D20 plus dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I got
So that will be 27 for me.
Okay, give me 1 second. Oh, that makes things easy. So...
That's my lowest roll yet.
why? What was your roll?
49.
Okay.
that doesn't
Low.
surprise me at all.
I've got 40 dexterity. I'm gonna be coming first before any member of the party.
So let's see. And Remy got 27.
Hold on,
Yep.
give me a second. I'm not ready to record them.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I guess at this point the Mona's spine is like a cat's.
My spine is like a cat's.
Yeah,
you know.
cats are able to twist their spines in a weird angles and get into small spaces.
Yeah.
Okay, so, let's see, okay, so that's that. So, Manny, what was your initiative?
23.
Okay, Chloe,
About 28.
Demona,
49.
that was kind of obvious. Frank,
30.
pretty good. And finally, Remy.
27.
Great.
So in
I'm
terms of
coming.
party, it
So-
goes me,
So I
Frank.
rolled a 23, and I'm the last one to go in this party.
Because
Yep.
you have a low dexterity.
Just need to-
Well, I have 11 now in dexterity, which is not
Oh.
too shabby, but compared to any of
You're paid to.
Okay.
You should parkour more, Manny.
Okay, so you see, actually, one of the archdemons goes first. He takes off flying towards the town.
Oh
Wait.
shit.
What am I supposed to do against that if he goes flying towards the town?
Well, I won't give too many hits, but you do have a powerful ally that has not been employed in this fight yet.
You do! You
Yeah.
literally do!
Right. Okay. So I guess that's me out of the picture then.
What?
Because you know, Titania. Unless you mean
No,
the fairy dragon.
he was referring to the dragon fairy cyborg.
Yeah, that could be used actually to have its headbutt and knock the thing back down here again.
Okay, so Demono would be next at 49. So those 6 archdemons in front of you.
Okay. I'm going to ask, I doubt you're going to answer me, but I'm going to ask, whereabouts does Chloe come in the stack?
I come after Frank.
Yes, I know, but how many did the enemy come before you two, though?
That you would not know.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Yes. There was
Right.
no way he was going to tell us that.
Okay. I use the Ring of Haste on Chloe.
You mean the wand?
On the haste.
Fine.
Okay.
I shall deduct 1 usage point. But the idea is to get Chloe into haste mode as fast as possible.
Okay, so that will consume your round.
Yep.
Next is going to be Frank.
Well, Frank just basically he starts rubbing the finger on his gauntlet, and it starts to glow, and he twists and goes like, "Get the one that's flying, Bertie," and he points towards it.
Okay, well, you see the fairy dragon appear above the sky, in the skies above you. He is about to engage the archdemon.
Flight of dragons.
Frank! When
Okay,
did you do that?
so that will be Frank's turn. Next is Chloe.
Yay!
Okay, so
You're
obviously the first thing I'll do is haste everybody. Since
Okay.
And let me think now, considering that there's lots of other, you know, enemies in front of us at the same time.
I'd go on offense.
Yes, I was going. So I'm going
Maybe
to.
an idea if you can't freeze one out of freeze
Well-
one or something.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to basically use my, let's see, my group, ice spell, which should be, let me see if I've got this right. Yeah, that's it. My Arctic Force spell, but I do have some, flavor text for this.
Go ahead.
So, okay, so she takes out a mirror that shows the landscape that looks like boiled spinach. And she chucks the mirror up into the air, and it shatters into billions of pieces and is caught into a gust of chilling wind. As Chloe says, "May you be engulfed by the Snow Queen's snow bees." And a torrent of snowflakes that look like bees, and the pieces of said mirror swarm all the enemies, covering them in the unforgiving ice, turning their eyes mirror-like.
Okay, so what is your attack roll?
Right.
Yeah. I'd have done the flavor text
Yeah,
after
I should have done the attack roll first, but I didn't know whether I would be able to get this out, so let me do that
Gotcha.
now. So, okay, 13, 31.
Okay, so...
Nice.
Okay, so 31. So what is your intelligence? Probably greater than 31, right?
42 intelligence.
Okay, so... Gotcha. So that's gonna be... oh my. Let's see.
I decided to make a reference to the Snow Queen. Fairy
Yeah,
tale.
I noticed that.
Time to
Yeah.
Ragnarok and roll. It's handy when you can get you hasted without having to waste your time to these people.
Yeah, I know. It is. Although
I have a
would've-
weapon to use as well now.
I would have buffed one of you guys, but because there's
There's 6
7 of
targets.
them, because of 6 targets, I think they're a kind of a priority right now to kind of stop them in their tracks as best we
And
can.
technically, Manny has a decent defensive stat on him now, so he could use his shield to bum rush the buggers.
Yeah, so
Just don't bother with his rapier. I don't think that will be very effective.
Yeah.
What the roll?
Tip for the future: Manny should give his rapier away or stash it somewhere so he's not bothering with it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I can summon. I can literally summon a legendary weapon at will.
That's what I mean. Just might as well just store it away so not coming or putting
So,
in
the demons look to be hurt by that. Let's roll some saves against the freeze effect.
By the way, Demonox, is the stream still working on your end? Because mine says media resource decoding error.
Try refreshing your page.
I see a Ross flicking his hand around while Pikachu lovingly rubs at his whatever the hell that sign says underneath his Pikachu.
Yeah, let me try
refreshing.
So I'm still seeing things, so
current mood. Okay, so one of them is actually frozen.
Oh, nice.
So just 4 of them.
So just 5 of them.
5 of them now.
But it depends on how long he's frozen for.
Well, if we could actually break him while he's frozen.
Yeah, like
shut
do
it
some
off.
style.
Okay, so next on the initiative is going to be Remy.
So what does signing fractured beam do?
Let me double check. That's in the other notebook.
Beam, huh?
I believe that's a multi-target light beam, but let me just double check.
You should really write these things down on your character pad. And I'm talking to Matty on this one.
Yeah, it's just
Effects in
most of these things I remember.
Yeah, it basically is a light ray that's multi-target.
Nice.
Okay.
What
So
is what is Remy's attack and defense rolls?
My attack is 0 and defense is I don't even know. Probably
you don't.
zero,
He doesn't. He doesn't get 0. He doesn't get bonuses to either currently.
All right.
Oh, goody.
It'll
Well,
be a straight up D20 fight for you then.
so Remy is going to. How many targets signing fractured beam can hit?
All of them.
Okay, well, Remy uses that and yells, "Go hump Satan, you hell beasts!"
Okay, make an attack roll.
And then he misses.
And it's based on your wisdom stat, how much damage you potentially can do.
So wisdom plus the roll.
No, it's not wisdom
No.
plus the roll. Wisdom is just your max cap on damage.
6.
So your roll is 6. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to miss all of
But
them.
one is frozen, so he can't actually move.
Yeah, one of them's frozen, so that should do something.
You see his eyeball like that, and his eyes like.
Okay, so only the frozen one seems to be hit by it.
I'm feeling Remy is going to develop an inferiority complex as well.
Oh man.
The one with divine light magic. Imagine that.
Okay, so next up is going... Oh, Remy has a second action, actually.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he
Oh.
does.
I have?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do
I
it again
guess
if you'd
I
like. You're hasted right now.
Oh yeah, well, I'm trying to. Fractured beam again. Did it previous hurt anyone?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
hit the
yeah.
frozen. It hit the frozen one. All the other ones didn't seem to be affected. Okay, so
That's
make
right.
another attack roll.
This
Please be a high end this time.
10.
Okay, well, again, it's not guaranteed. Ooh, that's not so good.
Better than 6. You're getting there.
Okay,
Keep going.
so, well, I got some good news. You hit the, frozen one again. I got some bad news, though.
You missed everyone else.
Make a defense roll as the one archdemon is counter-attacking with his... Yeah. It's not gonna be good.
4.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Ow! Frankly, how do you got the armor
Can
on?
Manny take the damage?
No, he
Like-
can't. Okay, so you get hit by a flaming whip, which he happens to be holding for, I know it shows 2 swords here, but he has a flaming whip in the other hand. I'm sorry, I didn't have a picture for that. So it would be 11 damage before armor.
Yeah, so -3 to your armor, so you take 8 damage.
I'm not sure if I have an armor.
Yeah,
you have the Fey armor, so you do have armor.
Oh yeah, there is the defense armor 3. Okay, so 11 damage, right?
Yeah,
No,
so -3 to that.
Yeah. So it was 8 damage.
Okay, well that wasn't too bad. I still have 10 hit points left.
Okay,
10 hit points, he says.
So, and finally it's Manny.
Okay, so first things first, I'm going to use Master of the Weaponverse to summon the goddamn chainsaw from last time.
Before you start doing that, if you're going to use your shield, don't forget that's going to take up one of your hands.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use a chainsaw with the shield.
Yes, thank you for that, but I'm not using the shield on this turn. I plan to do something else.
Okay.
So Master of the Weaponverse gives me +5 in hit and +5 in strength. Let me just 5. Basically now I have a 15 strength and
9 attack.
No, 9 attack. Yes.
Trust me, I've got your attacks going in front of me. I know what you got.
Yeah, I know. We all know you have a great memory.
No, I've actually got it written down in front of me.
Oh,
okay, that's even better. All right. So, and
the
the next thing he's going to do, he notices, of course, the the giant fluffy bottoms look-alike frozen, and therefore inoffensive and impossibilitated to defend himself. And he remembers what he had to go through last time he faced fluffy bottoms. It was not pleasant. It was nasty, positively nasty. So he's going to use the chainsaw to basically carve a ice sculpture.
Okay, well you need to move to him. He is not within melee distance of you.
Oh, for crying out loud! You know what? Forget it. He's going to. Can he throw the chainsaw at it?
It'd go poof.
It would disappear. You'd have to use your thrown weapon spell.
This isn't okay. I want to destroy this enemy in one.
Well, you won't be able to do it in one turn. You can do it on your next turn, though, most likely. And if you walk up to him, that means you get 2 attacks too. So rip and tear out his guts.
But I can get attacked by the other ones too.
Well, actually, they're not all right next to each other. They kind of popped up. They're huge, but they kind of popped up at various parts in the area, so they're kind of sporadically across the battlefield.
Okay, so Manny with his roaring chainsaw ready to go, just awkwardly closes the distance to the frozen demon, and then stops waiting his next turn.
Basically.
And he hasted as well.
Yeah, he had to do a standard. He had to use an action to summon chainsaw.
Oh, right, I get you. Sorry, I forgot.
Okay, so I'm not trying to be a dick.
Now picture this, I am cosplaying as Simon the Sorcerer, and I'm wielding the chainsaw from the Evil Dead.
I mean, you can't argue with Icy Pal's logic down there.
Yeah, rip and tear, his guts are huge. He has huge guts.
I am going to go artsy on this mofo.
Okay, so next up is going to be some demons, so another one of them takes off to engage the fairy dragon.
Doing a good job.
So that means that the next one in line is going to... well, first of all, there are so many of them in the area, everyone's going to take a grand total of 20 damage immediately from the aura.
Wait, I didn't think there was... wait, Ross.
Oh.
I remember they had to be close for this, not in the area. Not like we had to be close
In
quarters.
melee.
That's how the Fluffy Bottoms ability worked, yes.
This is not
Ross.
the fluffy bottom ability. You've tweaked it.
Ross,
Yes. Also,
I-
armor does not apply to the aura.
I freaking love you.
Best birthday ever.
Those of us with higher HP mean. Oh, that means even Manny just took a 20 hit point hit. Because you've got a lot of health.
I am 38, so most
Now you're
most of,
18.
somebody's going to die in one turn here.
Well,
So
I have,
minus-
I have
20.
Does armor defense affect that?
No, it does not
No.
affect the aura.
Well, it's a good thing we have a healer.
Yes, you
Yes,
have a
that
healer
might
this
be
time
doing
at
lots of
least.
healing.
So that puts many of you into the injured status right off the bat, including
Yep,
Remy.
I'm currently at minus 10.
So Remy is injured. Let's see how that affects him.
Chloe's not.
I have 7.
Remy is having trouble breathing through the incredibly evil aura.
goody.
Thankfully, Chloe's
no,
not injured.
it's just all that passive smoke because these demons are heavy smokers.
Oh no, Rastafari ship confirmed. What? Where did this happen? No!
The power of
Christ
compels
you. I think it's because I said I freaking love you, Rob.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that
That's the
what
only person
is
in
that going to do? So that one uses his ability to cancel all of your buffs.
So no more haste, basically.
Yes, haste is removed. The next one in line is going to
Lightning.
let's see.
One's frozen.
That's gonna be a good question.
One took off. One's debuffed.
Does he care? That's a good question. Does he care?
One left.
He apparently
One's
does.
frozen.
Okay, so one of them is going to close in on Manny.
Of course he is.
Let's see. He can't attack until the next turn. So there's 2 more that need to go. So what are they going to do? Who are they going to want to tangle with?
I don't know, and there can't be 2 more left. One's frozen.
Well,
Only the popsicle.
So there's 2 that have want, and there's
Yep.
2 more that need to go, and then there's the frozen one.
What 2 have left to fight the dragon?
So there was a grand total of 7, remember?
Yep, that's 5. One's debuffed us. One's moved. One's frozen.
so 4 should be taking an action. 4
And
demons.
3, and so
Demons.
3 have taken actions, 1 can't move. Actually, 4 have taken actions, 1 can't move, and 2 more have to do stuff.
Yeah, the ones that are
Okay.
fighting the fairy dragon, right? The two
No,
2 of them fight
they've
Faded,
no,
so-
they've already moved. They've already done their actions this turn. You
Okay.
still have 2
You
that
said there
have
was-
it.
Yeah, you said there was 7, though.
Yes, okay. So the 2 engage with the fairy
Okay,
dragons.
then.
There's 1 that's frozen. There are 2. There's 1 in front of Manny. There is the one that canceled all of your buffs.
Yes.
And now there's 2 additional. 7.
I can only think that you put groups of 7s rather than just one group of 7.
Okay,
this rate.
so whoop. Let's say reroll actually. Okay, well this one decides that he's gonna be a tough guy and closes in on Demona. And finally this one is going to closing on Frank.
Oh, goody.
So you guys have super happy fun time playthings.
Yay!
Okay, and that's
no
going to
one-
end the turn.
That's great. Got another debuff spell thrower.
Okay, so one continue to tangle with Fairy Dragon. Next is Demona.
Well, I had a plan for my 2 actions, but 2 actions are no longer there anymore.
Yes.
Thank you, Ross.
E.
Great, that's rolled up that plan.
Yes. Have to roll with the punches, I'm afraid.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they say no battle plan survives contact with the enemy.
Yes, I know, but even that plan had a bit of an bendable thing. I didn't realise you had an aerial debuff guy.
It's almost like you fought this guy before.
Hmm.
Well, at least with the same overall abilities. There might be some slight tweaks here and there.
Yes,
Yeah.
you noticed.
They all can do 20 damage together just by standing still and farting. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ross.
That's it. That's not unfair.
Oh no, completely not fair.
You know, I had a feeling that we have this exact same scenario every time we fight a boss in Ross's campaign. He throws something slightly more difficult than normal, and everybody's immediately complaining and ganging up on him.
And then you guys usually prevail at the end, and then you're just like, oh, well, okay, that was good.
No. Last time I was not.
To be fair, I do this with video games as well.
It's almost
Yeah,
like you
but-
guys don't like challenge or something.
Oh jeez, it's like as if we want a balanced challenge.
Yeah, this is rather unfair.
Okay, so
Anyway, let's
I
continue.
was going to use Mav's Kiss and then summon a weapon, but now I only have the 1 turn to do anything.
You mean, if you remember, Mab's Kiss was able to not be affected by.
That's what I mean. That was
the
the plan. That Mav's Kiss was going to be so I could run in. I didn't have to worry about this miasma thing of theirs, so I could go front line on them.
Well,
But I didn't realize it was going to be a big in the general area within 5 miles thing. Right. So I'm going to go true form, use my free action.
Okay.
So this
Let's
guy's
see,
looking
they
at me.
need to make saves against your beauty effect. Let's see, well, at least the 4 that can. The 1 is kind of frozen today.
He doesn't really do anything. But he's actually frozen.
Well, that was unfortunate. Unfortunately, they all save.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they all rolled above a 15, so...
That DC is quite high.
I thought the DC was higher than that.
DC was high, but they had bonuses, you know? I mean,
Yes.
they rolled physically on the dice above a 15, so, you know.
Okay. I'd love to attack him, but at the same time, I
Yeah,
don't want to take this.
Wait, can you can transform and attack at the same time?
Well, yes, free
No.
action.
Well, yeah, transforming is a free action, true.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just
can't
wanted
use
to
Mav's
make
Kiss
sure.
and attack. On the one side, I want to attack. Use my dexterity and my really high attack score to potentially do a lot of damage. At the same time, I want to use Mav's Kiss so that I can not be just killed off and then injured badly in the next turn. Unless Remy has a good group healing spell. Out of character, Matty, does he have a good group
healing
healing
spells? But I'm not sure are any of them group healing.
Ross, can you clarify for him?
I am grabbing it now, so let's see. No, they are all single target.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's use on himself to stop himself from dying.
Well,
I'll have to go Mav's Kiss and hopefully make one waste his turn debuffing stuff.
Okay, Mab's Kiss can't be removed by debuffing because it's quasi-divine.
Alright.
it's just
So I'm
the fairy
Mav's
dragon
Kiss.
was. It's just the fairy dragon was able to.
Yeah, he debuffed it.
The Fairy Dragon was a unique situation. He had a specific ability that
magic.
removes all He had Dispel Magic as opposed to the effect that the Archdemons have.
Which is debuff. I see, so they can remove positive effects. But they can't remove something that makes me essentially quasi-divine.
Mm-hmm.
So for Remy's second time, and this time not in the darkness, he just sees the Mono suddenly explode into flames of dark greens and blacks. As he stands like a hair pulled backwards in this divine beauty mode.
Icy Pal saying it was a dragon. Dragons are hacks.
Dragons are hacks.
Okay, that's going to be my turn, I'm afraid.
So
thing
Demona
set up.
turns into some kind of beauty mode.
Yeah. It's actually not
Yeah.
terribly dissimilar from what Solomon had.
Only mine has a different effect.
Does this affect Remy in any way?
Not if you're not gazing at him longingly.
Longingly, Ross.
Female.
Looking at her longingly, I'm sorry.
Concentrate more on the demon coming towards you.
Yeah, I think your attention's kind of distracted elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, it is Chloe.
Oh, it's Frank.
No, it's Frank.
Frankie's turn.
Frank.
Frankie.
Okay, so you have a witch demon on you. That's quaint.
Yeah, I should really invite him to my candlelight suppers this Sunday. How close is Remy to me?
Remy is at short distance away.
Because I'm wondering whether to heal him with my one heal spell, so then it frees up an action for him to heal somebody else.
You're not within. Actually, let me take a look at your heal just so I can be certain before I make pass judgment. That's not it.
Seduce the demon, Icy Pal says.
Enough cooldown turns go around. It probably will actually work.
Yes, your particular heal can be used at a distance.
Right. Because other than that, I'm not sure whether the spider mines will work on these guys.
Might do, but then again, we're kind of in a desperate situation with health right now.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm aware of.
Mm.
So, So Frank's gonna go and heal Remy and go like, "Come on, Remy. It's not that bad of a wound. Get up and fight."
Okay. So he's healed 18.
Hey, that's good.
Back to the positives.
That's my one heal spell done.
His only heal spell, unless
Yes.
you put one in the rig.
Okay.
Has the ring of holding.
So
Yeah.
next is Manny. Chloe, I should
Chloe.
say. Chloe. Now, why did I say
Okay.
Manny? I was looking at Chloe and said Manny. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, then again, I am dressed like delinquent Chloe from the Beachside April Fool's campaign. So
Yes.
Maybe you've been reading all those Chloe/Manny fan fictions that Manny found last week.
Oh no.
oh god. Okay, so I have a few things we could do. I either haste everybody again, or I freeze a lot of them again.
Or attempt anyway. It would be nice if you can hit multiple targets and this time freeze like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because if they're just going to debuff our haste constantly, then the only upside to that is that they waste a turn debuffing everybody. The downside is the others will hit people.
But one will have to debuff, the others will have to do a free. Will have to do an action. So action. One's frozen. It would, on the other hand, give Remy 2 heal shots.
Yeah.
And can I just have a count off on health for people? I know Manny's got high health, so.
I'm at 10 health right now.
7.
8 for me. Remy's on 8.
Yep.
Madhog should be at 18.
Yes.
So a haste from Chloe means Madhog also
Yes.
gets to have his 2 smack attacks on the frozen demon boy.
That's the
Yeah.
plan.
If he can KO him,
Okay, I
he'll
get
move
you.
1 from the
Well,
pool.
consider that he cannot defend himself,
That's what I mean. He's guaranteed to hit even with
Exactly.
his attack.
and I have 50 strength, and my hits are guaranteed to hit. So you do the math.
Okay, so okay,
So
I'll
they
use
can't-
I'll use
So you
I'll
confirm
just-
now they can't debuff weaponry. They can't get rid of the weapons.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's confirm that.
Okay, so I'll just
that's
haste.
good.
I'll just
Okay.
haste everybody then, just so then Remy can get 2 heals in on us.
And Madhog can and Manny can destroy that demon, take it from the heal
Yes,
pool.
and
and reduce
Med Mati Manny can destroy it.
Okay, so Remy, you have to go to the target that you wish to heal. So who are you going to attempt to heal?
Okay, first I'm going to cast. So, who had the least amount of hit points?
That would be Chloe.
Well, actually, no, I have 10. Frank,
oh, sorry,
I think
Frank has the least.
I think.
I have 7.
I have 8.
Well, of course, I'm first returning Frank the favor and cast recover serious injury on him.
Well, in his case, he is not actually injured, so you have to use minor heal.
Oh, he's not.
He's
Wait,
not
injured?
technically injured. The injured
Ah.
status is when you go into negatives.
So it's a heal spell that basically is based on whether. So you can't use Cure Serious unless the target is injured. That
Unless the
means
target is
minus.
seriously injured.
That's like near death.
Ah.
Yes. So.
Okay, so that makes sense now.
Well,
I
okay.
Survival.
I was too busy thinking it's like Cure 2 spell.
Okay, so are you going to use minor heal on Frank then?
Yes.
Wow, that was. I'm gonna give that one a reroll because that just would be kind of unfair. Okay, so you're gonna go with 16. So 16 healing.
Nice.
Because, you nearly got 2 out of that, so I thought that was gonna be a little unfair.
That would have been slightly unfair, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been.
That's good. Good heal.
Yeah,
Then
thank-
I'll use minor heal to heal myself.
You're healed.
Yes, you can't. Oh no, you had to move to Frank, so you can't do both.
Oh.
Oh
Well,
gosh.
Well, Frank already came to heal Remy, so
No,
no,
he didn't
Frank
have
can
to
do it
move
ranged.
to it. He had a ranged version.
Apparently.
You need to upgrade to your heal spells. So you can
damn it,
go
I'm going
range.
to die in the next turn.
No, you're not. You get
Oh,
injured
my
again
hit
next
points
turn.
will.
Well, he'll go back to the negatives, but
Yeah,
he'll
he's
just be
injured, not
injured.
killed.
Yeah, because
Your
Frank
health,
healed you, remember? Yeah?
your health is essentially plus your maximum, and your essentially your health goes from your maximum HP is the exact same. You run out of health when you hit minus your maximum HP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be hit minus 18 on the next turn,
Okay.
which is
Yeah. You won't be minus 18 because you're only taking 20 points of damage. You got healed for 8, so you'll be minus 12.
Okay, so it is now Manny's turn. It's time to rip and tear into this guy.
Okay.
After that bug in the
so-
floor.
Okay, so picture this, if you will.
Don't care, just hit him in the floor.
Let's just. See.
So let's hear him out.
Yes.
Fine.
I did not know I was playing with the fun police. Anyway,
You're the fun police, Madhog. Get with the picture.
Yeah, move it.
I'll stop it. Let him do his thing.
I know, I was, but everyone started complaining now. Can we stop complaining and carry on?
Please.
can I? Thank you.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so picture this: an artist in his prime, finally finding his inspiration. His tool, the chainsaw, is his block of stone, literally the frozen demon. Vivaldi's spring movement plays in the background as he carves his masterpiece with the chainsaw onto the frozen demon. He makes a beautiful swan.
Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 attack rolls from you.
Yes.
Why are you sighing, Demonox? This is...
Wait, he
don't do
sighed?
that.
I did not hear him sigh.
I didn't hear him
I
sigh
breathed.
either.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's you breathing.
That's me
Okay.
breathing.
Okay, good to know, because all this time I hear you breathing, I thought you were just sighing in annoyance, and that annoyed me in return. So
Okay,
anyway,
sorry.
okay,
No, that's
so
the other one saying.
alright, so
Yes, the great
as you
community.
know, what was I?
So attack
What
rolls,
was
please.
saying,
Attack
Ross?
rolls.
Attack
2
rolls.
attack rolls.
Okay. Okay, the first one is 26.
26.
9 plus 17.
Okay.
9 plus 17.
He's frozen. He can't really defend himself.
Okay,
I know.
so 9, so 26, so that means that he's taking most of that.
A natural 20 would be very helpful right now.
Indeed. So,
Okay, so make your second attack roll.
alright. 28.
Hmm.
Really
Close.
good. So that's going to be 20. So
So close.
okay, he is still frozen, and it looks like he's bleeding. You have started to sculpt your swan, but it still needs some work.
So, how much damage did I do in total?
You did about almost 50.
Okay.
Okay, so that was a good hit. Unfortunately, now it is Demon's turn, so immediately another 20 damage happens.
Great.
Thanks.
Well,
Yeah.
I am -2.
With the exception of
Demona.
Bloody Demona, who is not injured by the miasma. He might, however, be injured by the demon's
demon.
attacks, which are coming right now.
So I'm now at -18, and because I had 18 hit points, it
No.
means I'm now unconscious, right?
No.
No, you're not -18.
No, you would be at
What did I say?
-2.
You're 12.
Yeah, because you got
Mine-
healed by Frank,
You
remember?
got healed by Frank.
Yeah,
For
I
a
got
lot.
healed to... Oh, he healed me more?
Yeah, he healed you for, like, what did he heal him for? Like 16,
I believe it
wasn't
was
it?
16, yes.
That was quite a bit of healing.
Okay. Okay, well,
Shouldn't be at
mine's 2 then.
-18. I'm gonna say
Okay.
should be at -18 yet.
So make a defense roll, Demona.
Okay. I'm going to set this up. So there, I'm not seeing a thing. Alright. I'm happy. I'm not
Okay.
a happy chap.
Why, what have you done?
36.
It's good, he misses on the first
That's
attack.
natural 20.
That's pretty good. Okay, so chance for a counterattack. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I'm doing it with my rapier. I'd love to do it with the sword I have pictured. That would be fantastic. I'd be well happy with that
Right.
weapon.
I thought that...
30.
Unfortunately, he manages to evade at the last second.
Dear me.
So
Oh, it
his
just shows
second
signs of
attack.
what sort of defenses they have.
Oh, yeah.
What sort of attacks they have.
Okay, so make another defense roll.
I know.
So he's going basically one attack of his sword and the second attack of his whip.
That's a long range weapon at close quarters.
Yes.
Not so good this time. Only got to 28.
Okay, he manages to connect with you, but surprisingly, armor absorbs the impact.
Nah. So essentially, the guy's gonna be pissed, like, I hit the weak fairy and it's done nothing.
Okay,
Hold on, is this the
the one that removes debuffs uses his turn removing debuffs. The one continues to tangle with the fairy dragon.
This thing's not dying!
Let's see.
Look at the donuts! I don't have any!
Yeah, I
Let's
have
see.
a feeling that one guy is going to debuff and then someone else is going to cast haste through the entire fight.
Yes.
Yes, but someone keeps certain people going at double punches, it's fine.
Okay,
they-
so the
he
one
kills
rolls
one-
2 attacks against Manny. Roll defense rolls, Manny.
Oh, goody.
You have a decent defense that could potentially work. And you have much, much thicker armor.
Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah. 25.
25. Okay, he misses with the first one.
Yay!
Oh, that's good.
Actually, sounds like
Second
it.
one.
32.
Okay, so he
Ooh, nice.
misses with
That's a
both
natural
attacks.
And 9 till 20. But you only have
Okay,
a 12
so you have a
defense.
chance for a counter attack with your chainsaw. Make an
Hit him in
attack
the
roll.
gonads.
Oh, that's good.
Rip out his guts.
Hit him in the gonads.
25.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Could've gone
you
better.
connect, but you're unable to penetrate his thick hide this round. You kind of do a very glancing blow with the chainsaw.
Yeah, this one's actually able to defend himself.
Yeah, these ones can defend apparently.
But on the plus side, you could have your armor score. So long as you can get within 5 points of his thingy, you should be fine for damage.
Okay,
Because
so
you've got plus 5 to your armor, so...
Frank, I got
Yes.
some bad news. You having lunch steaming on you.
Yes.
Use your help here.
Does he want to basically come to my candlelight supper?
Yes, he wants to go to your actual candlelight wake. So roll a defense roll.
Right. 32.
Okay,
Good
first
roll.
one misses. Second attack. Oh, that's not gonna do it. Okay, so he misses with both.
Alright, so I got 14 then, so...
He missed. Trust me.
Alright.
Okay, so
And there you go, one,
so all of you on various degrees of injured at this point, correct?
Yes, I'm minus 10.
Oh,
I'm
that's
free.
not so great. Okay, so let's roll for your injuries. Actually, considering it's all of them are miasma based, it's going to be the breathing thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Okay, so
Except for me, I'm fine.
okay, so as you prepare to fend off the 5 demons looming over you, something unexpected happens.
Deus Ex Machina.
Oh,
Yay!
goody. This is another Deus Machina. Great.
So what happens?
Yeah.
Let me see. You see. Let's see. I guess I would have to make a roll. It's pretty good. Let's see. So I get to make defense rolls. Well, a few of them. Okay, so wow, that was really, guys. Really? This is when you decide that you don't want to roll a Bubba 5? Okay.
What?
Scripted a bit scripted, I guess. I was like, maybe these guys might stand a chance. No. So they get murked from behind and frozen solid. All of them. They're
Oh,
on the
please
ground accosting you. Then you just see, them, sorry, one of them you see is literally sliced in twain. One explodes. One is pierced by a beam of light. And finally, one is... I guess... wow, that's kind of less than ideal, I guess it'll do, though. So, you just see it just kind of shatter by some kind of force. Maybe a force bolt, you don't know.
No. And there
Okay.
and there.
But the one that Manny was chainsawing is still up.
Well, thank you for that. Can I finish the job?
Yes, sure, why not?
As long as I get
Let him have
Right
it!
here.
Well,
Okay.
and my masterpiece is finally complete. A beautiful ice swan.
A beautiful, very bloody ice swan.
Okay,
I'm more
so
I'm more
and
interested
there
in seeing what
goes,
just happened.
there goes the might and mystique of the Fluffy Bottoms Archdemon, turned into a joke. Well, more than it was before.
Okay, however, in front of you, you see that there's some, well, a couple of these faces are familiar. Some of them, well, a couple of them, not so much. So, in front of you stands a group of 5 individuals.
Is one of them Kelly?
There we go.
Is
One's
it
Kelly.
the X-Men?
It's not the
Power
X-Men.
Rangers.
So, the first one that you notice, because he is the closest to you, is Lucas.
Lucas
In
the
full-
Zealous?
Yes,
Yep.
in full armor and sword.
Damn it.
Here comes the others.
The second one you see, obviously, is going to be Alexiel because of her radiance. One use, and of course, you see a very gaudy-looking fairy among the group that you recognize as Kelly. However, you see one face that you did not expect, and another face that you've never seen before.
Is it the man in the purple suit, by the way?
No.
Oh, good.
No, I wouldn't do
I-
that to you guys. So the first one, well, I'm sure Demona recognizes her immediately.
Oh
good.
yeah.
You just see that she's just casually kind of like tipping her hat. That's kind of hiding her face, like, well then. And finally, you have, a young-looking fairy that's clinging to Kelly like some kind of lost puppy dog.
God works in mysterious ways.
You know, we should stop bumping into each other like this.
Yeah,
Yes,
Chloe's just a bit too shocked that basically, essentially, Lucas, the enemy in the last month ago,
Okay,
came
you
to make
just-
this.
You just see her just go over and basically not you just see not kneel but more like how do I put it? He presents
Bow,
himself like an
respectfully?
animal at Kelly's feet.
Oh, I see what she's done. to
Okay,
him.
so they're into S&M. I see. By the way, the entire scene is ruined by the sound of the chainsaw and on ice. It's
oh yeah,
insulting.
there's like 3 demons still on the loose.
You just see that the fairy dragon is close to finishing off them. They look extremely battered by the fight. Looks like even 2 of them were not quite a match for it, although it's not as if the fairy dragon has come out unscathed.
Wow,
It looks
so the-
pretty.
Battered but not destroyed.
It looks pretty battered, but it's still functional.
Good job,
Okay.
Bertie. I'll give you a tune-up later.
Oh, great. So,
He would have
Okay.
won.
yeah, but dear gosh, this is.
know.
You see that the forest is rapidly rotting away, however.
Oh gosh. Maybe I could summon Titania into myself to help heal the forest, right?
Not
Wait, no,
quite.
but
You
she
don't know
defends.
exactly the nature of it. Also, you have a group in front of you that you do not know their intentions as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might not reach this idea to summon Titania right this second.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the forest is kind of rotting around us, so.
I'd
Anyway.
use your plant growth spell.
Well, yeah, but it might be that they corrupted the forest, so my plant growing spell would mean nothing.
I think the 5 Power Rangers in front of us need to be dealt with
Yeah.
first, right?
Yeah, come in first.
Yes, I know they need to be dealt with first. Chloe just kind of looks at them, going like, "Why are you here?
Great question.
Perhaps you could explain that to me. You see, we've been monitoring some things. Some things that are important to me personally. Very important. Using, the talents of my esteemed friend here, this shows to the fairy that's basically humping her leg. She just simply says, I have been able to determine when reality has been changed, as I surmised. And this was the first part of it. This was a new piece of another reality brought in.
Yes.
Yes, but that doesn't explain why you're here.
Wait, that's what those gems do?
Gems? Oh, you seem to know a lot more than I do. Please, elaborate.
Yes. Let me think now. Oh dear, Lord.
Thank you, Remy.
What?
And you just
enemy
see
Flaphouse information.
and you just hear Satana. Well, there you have it. Apparently there's some kind of item that does it. Shall we make them talk?
We need to run. Though then again, we're kinda in a thing right now, aren't we?
What are your intentions?
I'm going to go straight to the point. This was a shard of my previous dimension, or at least something very similar to it. I want to know how you're doing it so I can restore myself to the rightful throne in my own dimension.
Good question. Why aren't the ones doing it?
Yeah, we're not in the know of all this at all. We're just, as I've already told you before, we're doing this to save the fairies that are captured in hell. You know those demons we just fought? That's what we're fighting right now, and we have to save the fairies that have been kidnapped by them.
Likely story.
I think...
Likely story.
I was gonna say that's a bit cliche, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
Even my master's gonna be stood there going, "That's what a little cliche."
Some fairy
I'm
queen...
going.
Yeah, Satano's just like, did you think that line through entirely? And Alexiol just goes like, that was kind of bad. Like,
Bad.
and she's just like, shut up, I won't spot you! I mean,
Look, I'm going to write it down on my invisible typing machine.
Huh? Would you like to try that statement again?
So she's like, so you claim that demons have kidnapped fairies and are holding them in hell. Why?
Because of a history involving some fairies that have I'm trying to remember the details now because
If I remember correctly, this is out of character, so I'm helping out Devat here.
Yeah, because
if I
I believe it's a
correctly-
war.
Yeah, they started a war between the other races, and the other deities all turned around and said, "Fuck this," and decided to punish them.
Yeah, I believe that was the story that we were told.
That's summarized.
Yeah, summarized.
And she was like, and do you have any proof of this?
We only have the word of one fairy who was...
It is leaving proof, actually.
That's fine. That's what I'm about to say.
But he told us that we can't reveal his,
Yeah,
No,
we can't reveal. That's all we can't do. We can't reveal where he is. We can at least say that he existed at some point.
You just see Lucas saying, well, I know ways of making them talk. And you just see Kelly Lily step on him as hard as he can. No. When did you get a chance to speak, my pet?
Yeah, I saw this coming.
Yeah, she's using her charisma on him. I saw this.
Unfortunately, he never saw it coming.
Oh well, fair.
And you just see kind of Alexio wince at this.
So much for the religious nut subplot.
Mm.
A fitting
Yeah.
punishment.
You mean to tell me that a fitting punishment for a religious nut is to become the sex slave of a wonderful fairy queen? Yeah, that seems very fair and appropriate.
You know, I think he was a slave from the very beginning.
Oh.
Da 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 da.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyway.
Do you actually say any of this in game?
No.
No,
No.
this is our character stuff.
Well, Remy did say a fitting punishment.
Yeah, that was
Like- And Kelly just says, "Oh, I quite agree." Although he's quite willing at this point.
Oh gosh.
Down, 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 ow, ow, down, 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 ow, ow.
Okay.
I'm
So-
too sexy for
so,
push-ups.
This is
Uh,
what it's all about.
so you
want
just-
to... So this is what it's all about. You just want to go home, right?
Yes, that's essentially what it is. I want to retake my throne as I remember it.
Why don't you make a telephone then, E.T.?
What?
We
And you just see the fairy that you do not know just kind of start chuckling to himself like, "That's so bad." And Kelly just gives him like a look, and he just like calms down. So, basically, what I want is your method.
We
My-
can't give you our method.
Yes, we don't have a method to give you, I'm afraid. So
I can give you a giant iced swan.
Like, well, I'm afraid it sounds like we've had a breakdown in communication then, Satana says. Are you
Wait, I don't know
prepared
who
for what
Satana is.
are you prepared for what follows? Black Marsh.
What?
what?
He's
Who's the Black
Yes.
Marsh? Wait, I mean, Black Marsh as a like a place or a person?
And the entire group is now confused, like, oh, what? Even Kelly's side goes to look at each other like, what?
Like
What's
what?
she talking about? What? Huh? So, I was, just like looks and goes, I was prepared this moment I left, but I don't think it'll go the way you plan. I don't know if she has a code name or not. I didn't give her one.
She doesn't. I was like,
But,
well,
I think if Manny is going to throw the giant ice swan at the general.
Wait, hold on. You know, Kelly, was it?
yes.
Uh,
I don't recall you. You're new.
yeah, I'm new. Rehoboam McMail. I used to work for that guy and point at Lucas. But yeah.
I'm so sorry. You know, I'm always willing to take others into the fold over here. We are far kinder to those that are kind to our kind. Well, that was a terrible way of putting it. But,
That was a nice terrible way of putting it. It was like, we are kinder to those who kindly to our kind. That's why it's massive
and you
thunder
just
was
see,
like,
you just see the fairy companion just start chuckling again. It's like,
Yeah, listen, I know what it's like to come to a weird place and you don't really know your place in it, but yeah, I don't even know what these people are even trying to do, but they seem like they're on the righteous cause and they help me to bring these assholes all organization down, so I'm just trying to live a good life, you know? Just because... Can't you just try to live a good life and be at peace and do something productive? Like, you know, a job? Or what do you fairies do when you want to be productive members?
Kelly just kind of snickers to herself. Oh, that's rich. So, I assume you would have me, the Queen of Fairies, go and sell used cars, or working a restaurant as a waitress.
Monarchy's ended a while ago.
With your charisma, you could own a chain of restaurants with no
Yeah.
problem.
You maybe probably consider moving to democracy. Monarchies are, in this world, there's some of like Sweden and even then...
I don't know about that. I don't know about democracy being so good anymore.
Okay, she just simply says you have a thoroughly human perspective on this.
Well, that's handy. He's human.
Yeah.
Well, you know, maybe you need some new points of view.
My title as queen comes with perks beyond just that of commanding respect.
Oh. So what other fancy things you do get then?
You really want to go into this?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Lucas. Hey boy, go sick 'em.
Oh, come on, let's just get out of here.
And he,
and he throws the ice sculpture at them and to give them the necessary to run away.
Okay, so make a attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I have my finger. Yeah, okay, I'm going to launch the giant ice one and... Oh my god!
Keep in mind that you can't use any of the bonus from your legendary weapon on this.
I mean, it doesn't matter because I rolled a natural 20. Plus 9.
I even taking away the 5, it's still natural 20.
Okay, so that's pretty good. You see Lucas throw himself at the statue to thwart its progress hitting anyone else. He takes it in the face, like, hard.
First the TV on his head and now this.
Now a statue.
Yeah, this time it works much better though.
You see he has no problem getting it off of him, though.
Let's get out.
Okay, so, in the meantime, you just, you see explosions the way that you are heading.
Wait, don't tell me they're attacking our church as well, alright?
You just, hear Satana go, like, did you not think we would have thought of you fleeing? You can, of course, risk going that way if you so desire. However, I personally wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, what exactly is happening, Ross?
Alexia,
you just heard explosion. You just saw explosions go off maybe like 30 feet in front of you, or that would be like, you know, less than 2 meters.
Alright, so she's put
Alexia,
bombs.
you really allowed this. How dare you call yourself a servant of God?
Yeah, good point on that one.
It is my goal to protect Lucas, even if he is choosing this for himself.
He's really not choosing this for himself.
No, that ship sailed.
He just simply says, no, I can confirm no magic was used on his mind.
Oh, so he's just horny. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense, especially when he was trying to kill us all the first time he saw fairies. Yeah.
I mean, wow. All it takes for this guy to change his entire worldview about fairies is one really sexy fairy.
Kelly just says, like, let's just say I know some persuasion techniques that do not involve magic. You know, this box that you humans have invented that connect to other boxes is really helpful in bringing up all sorts of information.
Oh, she discovered the internet. Awesome.
So she offered him porn. That's good to know.
Apparently, so she used torture methodology to get him to break him.
Okay, I have no idea what to say at this point, but oh gosh.
Okay, for our character, are we attempting to flee?
Yeah, you need to make a fight or flight decision now.
Okay, if we're if we're going to take off and get out of here, then I would recommend, since we're all next to or standing really close to Chloe, using her teleportation to teleport us out of here.
Yeah, we need to yeah, let's teleport. Let's teleport to Warren.
Okay.
That
Can
might be a
we
bad
try
idea.
to do actions while we are teleported?
I know. Ross, can they do actions while we're teleporting?
No, you cannot do actions while you're teleporting. You would be moving into teleport. Because you're not all necessarily within touching distance of each other.
True.
Really?
The only one really far out would be Manny.
This is a bad time to fight
Okay,
them.
Manny looks at you heroically and says, "Go on, I'll buy you some time."
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Manny, no.
No, we're not having you do a suicidal stunt kamikaze run.
Let's.
That's
Nobody,
even worse idea.
nobody said anything about suicide kamikazing. I mean, they would probably want me alive for painful
No.
interrogation.
You don't
might
really.
do.
They might do, and a good chance they're going to kill you afterwards.
I'm talking out of character now because
I'm saying out
Manny's
of
not
character.
Manny's not listening to you because he's made up his mind. He's going to buy you some time, whether you like it or not. So you better get out of here.
Okay, so you, as you're chatting, you just see Duncan just go, "This is boring," and he snaps his fingers. Make a save, Chloe.
Ah,
They were
gosh.
outside. We were talking outside, out of character, and everyone just.
There was time in game that was passing.
Yeah.
I mean, you
now
can't
it's
have like
time.
you obviously having a mostly in-game argument of what to do next. So, I mean, there is. I mean, it makes sense that you would be bickering about that in game too.
No, wait, not 31. It's a 41. I meant to say. It's a natural 20. That's a wisdom save. That is.
Is
Oh, yeah,
not
because
a
he's going to
wisdom
bump up.
save. Actually, is a Constitution save.
A Constitution save.
Yes.
Okay, can I just take this natural 20 and just add it on top of what I just did with the cons?
Yes, you can.
Yes, thanks. Because then that
Not
would
telling us
be...
ahead of schedule would be nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you are able to resist the most devastating effects of the spell.
Oh, great. Okay,
So,
perfect.
the good part is you have kept your sanity.
Well, what's gone
Bad
wrong
part.
then?
The bad part is you have to dance uncontrollably for the next 4 rounds.
Thank you.
You can take no other actions besides dancing.
I just feel like dancing. Dance the night away.
Ah, great.
By the way, this is literally
Wonderful.
like a real spell that exists in D&D that I'm using here.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm aware. I'm actually aware of that.
I was going to suggest a time for Danton to use his chain thingy to grab Manny, thus connecting the links between him and.
She
Chloe.
would not be able to teleport at this point.
I know, that was what I was going to suggest before you decided that time is instead flowing and we have to keep going.
Okay, so, I guess at this point, since your flight plan has gone, you can either
Out the
roll
window?
into initiative. I guess you actually all have to roll into initiative now, whether you're going to flee or not. Because now we're going by a round-by-round basis because of that ongoing effect.
Huh?
Yes, it was nice playing with you guys.
Yep, it was nice. We're all dead.
Yes.
Thank you
25, by
very
the way.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so that's going to be... Really? Huh, I was not expecting him to go to roll that. But still probably won't make much of a difference, really. Oh yeah, no, okay. Well, I guess you lucked out that this person rolled that number. Let's see, so that is... as I thought.
The problem isn't really not the situation, but how you frame it. The way you talk, it seems like you want us to lose.
He does.
I think he wants us to be captured, I think.
It's not a matter of what I want or what I don't want. That is the DM persona I put forward. The idea is to always have a healthy sense of looming dread.
Oh, so you're not really you when you're DMing.
Correct. It is a healthy act. I find it adds more tension to the experience. I am truthfully nowhere near this sadistic in real life.
So you're not really not a sadistic bully. Now I get it. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Mm-hmm.
You're believing this, right?
No.
Can I chuck your sadistic side out the window and see if they hit spikes?
My 21 wisdom says you're Junker in disguise.
Oh god, really? Is that what you guys think of me? I'm actually a little hurt. Okay, so, Manny, what's your initiative?
My initiative is to go to sleep.
Mine is 17.
22.
Okay, 22. Hold on, let me go to Remy. 17. Okay, so Chloe.
25.
Demona.
60.
60?
Yeah.
Look, on the plus side, you still start with your Mab's Kiss effect ongoing, so that's a advantage. Frank?
Do we still have haste?
Any ongoing... No, Elf, your ongoing magical effects were cancelled in the last round of Archdemon.
Yeah.
Frank.
If quite happily managed to make something that happened before these guys jumped in.
38.
Okay, so... First up is going to be Demona. Which I'm surprised he actually got the jump on Satana.
Yes. Let's see. I have no clue what to do here. 'Cause I was going to suggest us all to flee, but then Manny decided he wanted to do the brave lone soldier style thing, and then
Well, we were all
he got
too
text
separated.
blast.
We were all too separated anyway, and
Yeah, I was too far anyway, so I thought the nicest thing I could do is to buy you some time. But nope.
Did it work?
all of us were separated.
I think Remy and Frank are rather close to each other.
Yeah,
Me and
they
Frank
were
are close
close.
to each other. I have no clue where Chloe is in comparison to where everyone else is.
Well, I'm freaking dancing. Get used to it.
Oh, he feels like dancing, alright.
I'm gonna dance on your grave, Ross.
I may join in.
Well, I look
Okay.
forward to it.
I may have got the drop on her, but it's a... I don't know who's actually... I don't know anything about her stats or the other two stat characters.
Yeah, Icy Pal, I have no idea either. Thanks for being on our side on this one.
Yeah, does this campaign have a scan spell?
Nope.
Nope.
We don't have a scan spell.
Nope.
What do you think this is? Final Fantasy?
Well, while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna get a drink of water, so...
Okay, fair enough.
But you can't. You have to dance your way to the bottle of water.
Oh god.
I wouldn't attempt it right now if that is his current mood. Right. Suggestions, Danton. Matty.
I don't really know all your moves.
I have...
I can guess basically the one that was clinging to Kelly is a support person. You know, someone with very high wisdom, because if they can tell when the universe is changing, well, the world's changing.
Yeah, just for the sake of funsies, I'm just gonna go. Am I still in my true form?
Yes.
Yes.
So if they've all looked at me, are they having to roll wisdom save against this, or are they just ignoring it?
They will be able to roll wisdom. They'll make them roll a saving a second. Okay, so let's see. Sorry. So let's see. So the entire group has to roll against it.
Yep. I've got a good sense that the support boy is going to succeed. I'm sure on the other two.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's about right. So remind me again, what was the effect of your beauty effect? It's not up on my screen at the moment.
If I remember correctly, you said it was confusion.
Yes, okay, gotcha. Well, Lucas is hit by it.
You might actually get to see what the actual effect does to people now.
Okay, so, no, I think Satana's good. I don't see how this would affect. Oh yeah, okay, Satana's good. She's good. Kelly predictably makes it.
Yep.
I don't see Alexiel failing this either. Nope, Alexiel makes it. And finally, the new person that you do not know the name of. What?
You've been saying his name.
What is his name then?
Satana, was it?
No, that's the woman. You keep saying. He said the guy clinging to her keeps chuckling. He said his name once or twice.
No, I didn't say his name. I intentionally didn't say his name because you wouldn't know it. So he ends up failing, surprisingly.
Wow. Wait, this guy with support, the biggest attribute type person, has failed the thing to protect his brain.
Yes, but we'll see what effect it might have. Anyway, so next up is going to...
I haven't done anything yet.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's your beauty effect. Okay, so you're having action?
Yep. I've got Mav's Kiss, which is good, so I'm going to use... I don't want to waste it because I don't have haste. I can cast haste, but I'll have haste casted on me, but I could technically use haste on Frank, who could then haste me and still attack or do something, and definitely use his grenade.
But I only have two uses of that.
I think this warrants it.
And if this is one of those unwinnable fights, then it's a waste.
Quick question, what weaponry does the enemy have?
Actually, none of them are using any obvious weapons with the exception of Lucas, who has a, enchanted sword.
You tried breaking it last time.
Oh yeah, I have another way to break it now that I have the Staff of Evocation.
Oh, that's right. You've got your big blast effects on Staff of Evocation. Hurt a lot. I mean, they can defend against it. It might be a bit of a waste, but I'm going to use my Shadowblade the Reaper version to summon a new weapon.
Okay. What target?
Huh?
What target?
My Shadowblade is a weapon summoning spell like Madhog's.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, sorry.
I say summon a new weapon. It's like I'm not throwing it.
Okay,
at
so
people.
what
I
are
don't
you
get it.
summoning? So I guess you're summoning a like scythe or something.
I'm summoning the scimitar that I told you. I sent in chat.
Okay. Okay, gotcha,
And
gotcha.
I'm summoning.
Okay.
The scimitar I'm summoning is called Icing Death.
Ooh.
It has a fantastic little effect on it. It's built in.
Ew. Okay.
But yay, that gives me a +5 on my offense.
Yes. And
And
+5 to
because
your
it's a-
relevant stat.
Yep, so that means I've now got 45 dexterity.
Oh, this head's just killing me. Okay, so next up is going to be Satana, as one
Well, that's
would
me.
anticipate. Let's see.
The only person with
Satan is
that high
Demon's boss, right?
Yes.
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 That's a good question. What is she going to do? I guess that would be her MO there. So she launches a volley of knives at all of the PCs.
All of us.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so make a defense roll, everyone.
Devar's not back yet, so...
I will roll for everyone else and wait for him.
Alright.
Okay. Let's try.
29.
34.
Okay, hold
So-
on.
So-
29 for Benton.
Defense arm. So defense the armor, right?
No,
So,
defense.
defense
Our
is-
armor is not added to your defense. Defense is just it's a d20 plus your defense roll.
Okay, 5.
I'm gonna say you got 0.
Okay, so
I've got 34. Madhog.
28.
okay, so let's see. I just need to calculate how much damage some of you are taking.
We're probably dead at this point.
So that's...
Oh, gonna
What
be-
was
it's gonna
your
be
result,
0.
Manny?
My result was 28.
So that's going to be 19 before armor.
For everyone.
Armor.
No, that's
That's
for him.
before armor.
Well, I have a 5 in armor.
So that's only 14.
So you take
Well,
14.
I was already -2, so
Okay. Let's see. So, what
Denton's
was
scored
Chloe's
higher
roll?
than- No, Chloe hasn't done a roll yet. He's not even here.
Oh, that's right, Dai. Sorry. Demona, what was your roll?
34.
Okay, so you take 11 before
Oh, yeah.
armor.
Oh yeah, because I can add armor to this, right?
No, you don't add armor. Armor takes off the damage that you take.
Ah, okay. So,
I am actually down to 0.
Okay, so that puts you at the threshold of injured. Let's see. So, Frank,
I made a 29.
29. So let's see. That's 16 before armor.
So 13 for Frank. But thankfully he had more health. No, wait, he got hit with another
And
dose of...
Remy.
yeah, I threw a 5.
That's not good. I think you're gonna go to severely injured in this round. That's going to be... Goddamn, so you only rolled a 5, so that's gonna be 40 damage before armor.
Yeah, that's not probably going to go that much health to begin with.
Yeah, I think you're at severely injured. You're not dead, you're just, out of it right now, and you're going to need
At
first
minus
aid.
18, right?
Yeah.
So my damage was 13 then.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, anyone else into severely injured? I don't think so.
hold on. I wasn't minus 19
Total.
damage, you said?
Before armor. So you took 14 damage.
Okay. I'm
Well,
in pretty
I
bad
had-
shape myself.
Well, I had 3, so I'm definitely in the minus.
Yes, but I doubt you're going. You have enough hit points that you're not going to be downed by this
Severely.
attack like Remy. Okay, so everyone that is still on your feet, make a Constitution save.
Well,
They're all dead now. Thank you very much.
Probably not. They just knock us down and then we are interrogated.
Okay, I'm back now. Since I'm probably still dancing.
Yep,
Yes,
and
you're
try
still
a
dancing,
defense
but you
roll.
need to make a defense roll.
A defense roll. Wait.
Yes.
How can I defense roll if I'm dancing?
Oh, you can still try to dance your way out of the way.
I'm a girl and you are too, so let's dance.
Okay, let me do this.
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
20. That's 20 in total, by the way.
20 total. Okay, so you take 25 before armor.
Okay, let me see how much armor I have, because I might be dead then at this point.
You
if
might
you
be
don't-
severely injured. Remember, you don't immediately die in this campaign.
True, you've got 4 plus your Pro 4 armor.
Yes, I know. I have -7 to the damage, so what was that again, Ross?
It was... Oh, God, it was 35.
So
Hey,
Oh, no, it was 25, I'm sorry. Nah,
25 -7, that's 18 damage, so that's like... Let me do this first, which is... Then -18... -46! Dead as a door, dead as a door.
No, you're just severely injured. You're not dead.
Yep,
Oh,
dead as a
right.
doorknob, Ross.
Dude, you're not dead.
I will
does
be.
severely injured mean that we are still conscious?
No,
Nope,
you are
just
unconscious now.
Outcold.
Okay.
I can't heal both of them.
No, well, you already
Oh,
used
no,
your
no,
once a day
Comstel,
heal
so-
on that. Anyway, so
choose.
anyone that's still up, I need you to roll anyone was hit. I think that's all of you. Roll Constitution.
Yeah.
Constitution saves.
I have a 50.
Okay.
Yep.
I
got
have,
34.
I have
No point-
41.
No point me doing it since I'm -46.
Yeah, if you're
that's like
unconscious. Okay, so that means that Frank is going to be affected by this effect. You
41.
Really?
yes.
41.
Well, you also have to keep in mind that that Constitution is guaranteed to be a high stat for just about everyone because of its hit point relation. So the Constitution save is always going to be a little higher than any other type of save. It's a balance thing, that's all. Because everybody's going to have more in that particular stat than a lot of others.
Yeah, because there's a rule set that says the DC of whatever the thing is plus half of whatever the level of the Constitution is usually.
But I have to skew that up because of the fact that Constitution directly relates to hit points in this, so you have more of it than a typical game. Anyway,
Because I made a 41 roll.
I know it's a 41, but unfortunately, you just missed the save, so your legs go numb.
I guess this is the so-called unwinnable battle.
Yep.
That's
Completely
why
mislead.
That's why I didn't want to use the mines.
That's why I had a feeling that Ross would just sick an unwinnable battle on us just to create false tension.
Of course.
Why are you doing this?
I thought we were going to have... We came here to have
I mean,
fun.
Ross. I mean, Ross. Let's be serious. How many times have you done this by now? Too many times. It's already too many times if you do it more than one.
I might as well be.
This would be the second actually unwinnable battle.
Well, my
Three?
point.
No, the second one that's actually unwinnable.
We could not win Satana the first time we encountered her.
Let's see, we couldn't
So
win
they actually
the
fight.
we
But
couldn't
that wasn't
win-
really much of a fight, though.
couldn't
it
win
wasn't.
against the first time with Fluffy Bottoms until
Yeah,
we
that's
learned
that's the
magic.
one that was an unwinnable fight, and I don't count the man things because they were for a specific purpose on training. So, let's see.
Yeah,
so,
but narratively speaking, Ross is the thing
Anyway.
here.
Manny, did Manny pass his constitution check?
50.
Can I still
yes,
talk?
man, the other two did. So you can still talk. You're just numb.
It's like, why are you doing this?
You just see Santana look back at Kelly. So, do you wish to finish them? You just see Kelly actually, like, hesitating highly. Just kind of looking at Chloe being unconscious and everyone else there. Like, she didn't think she was going to get to this point, it looks like. Like, we actually won?
Well, you do have a Master Assassin on your hands. It's a bit of a...
Not to mention the fact you did get the
Unconscious.
drop. Not to mention they got the drop on us.
Well,
You
we're all
might as-
injured anyway.
You might as well have had 5 Roman Reigns.
We we might as well be Bray Wyatts in this case.
Oh boy.
So, Danton, rolling intelligence.
Alright. Intelligence. Oh,
This is kind of your wheelhouse.
I thought wisdom was.
Wisdom and intelligence.
I just like picture Damona and Satani having a little chat on the sideline.
well,
Wait, so Damona's dead.
No,
No,
I'm not
Damona's
dead.
not dead.
Good.
I've made a 41.
Okay, so that's very good. You remember that even though your legs are numb, you can still reach your wrist communicator for the dragon.
Your wrist.
Yay!
Yes, your wrist communicator, or WC for short. Remember that, Ross? Remember that, Ross?
Yes, I
remember it.
remember that.
Somebody please let the two I've actually charmed actually have a roll or something so we actually see what happens when they fail a roll on the damn thing. It's happened every time. Every time we've done it, you just bugger off while the fight goes on.
Well, let's see what Lucas actually does.
does he
That is
do?
a good question. God damn it, I actually have to get out a D&D book.
Oh god.
I have the results, so just tell me the numbers.
No, that's... I have to
I
open
memorized
a
it.
specific spell.
I memorized it.
You memorized it.
It was fun. I was hoping to use it on Manny.
Oh god, I completely...
Why?
It's taking his hell.
Okay, so there we go. So let's see what Lucas will do. Because he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now. So he's doing nothing but babbling incoherently, but let's see what the other person does.
Was this other person fairy or human?
That was definitely a fairy. He's doing nothing but babbling incoherently. Okay!
So those two just stood there going.
They're having a crazy partying. Everyone's invited. So you just see. So as Kelly hesitates to give the killing blow, Danting has a chance to activate his wrist communicator.
Or WC for short.
Yes.
But
Oh, the dragon.
it's actually a ring thing. He
A ring thing,
called
I'm
the dragon
sorry.
with.
Or, that was part of his gauntlet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I welded it. I forged and welded it into the gauntlet.
Okay.
The gauntlet of power.
Okay, so the dragon scoops you up and is able to shield you as he is trying to get there. Kelly fires off a spell in desperation because she's flustered right now. Let's see what she's going to throw. I don't think it could possibly do enough damage to down the dragon at this point, but let's just see. Let's see. Okay, so
I wonder with my
seems
dying
about right.
before I my legs want to pull my assault cannon out and fire at it to give it a really to make her dodge out of the way. I have an assault rifle.
Okay, so you'll be able to do that as your parting shot, so to speak.
Everybody duck and dive.
Okay, so, first of all, her spell... Yeah, I guess you would do this. So... Oh, wow, that was shit. I think the dragon might actually dodge this somehow.
The dragon dodges?
It's
What?
possible, because this was, like,
It's
fucking
Cyborg.
shit.
What type of black magic is this when a dragon can actually dodge?
I mean, it's
something?
possible. I mean, it's in the
It's
realm
a
of possibility in this case.
It's
It's
low
a
enough that it
side-
can actually have a chance.
It's a
Oh.
cyborg fairy dragon.
It's so close. The dragon tried so hard, but yeah, he takes like virtually no damage from this spell. In fact, he takes absolutely none because of his thick armor. So you just see, like cold start to implode, near the dragon, but it doesn't seem to affect it at all.
It is.
Hey.
And so it's time for your parting shot.
It is better to be a coward for a minute than dead for the rest of your life.
I like
37.
managing. I like
I'm
managing.
guessing I can't use my legendary weapon boost skill on this, so I'm just using an 18.
No. So,
Yeah, so-
make it. So what is?
I
So
did.
you're just spraying with a assault rifle.
Yeah, I'm not actually going to aim for anyone. I just want to like can dive out of cover or something.
Okay.
Okay, I like to imagine we're all in that one scene from the opening sequence of Final Fantasy XIII, all flying atop that flying creature. Manny is hanging for his life to the wing. Do you know that moment?
I would try to grab Remy and Chloe, but my legs kind of don't work.
Yeah, they got scooped up though.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Everyone was covered up.
so what's your attack roll against everyone?
I just rolled at 37.
Okay, that's pretty good.
A one off
The
from a
two
natural
that are
20.
babbling incoherently are going to be hit.
5 rounds
the, bloody Satana, not so much, but there is a real possibility you might hit Kelly with this. So
If
what
not,
was
you'll
your
get
total
dance.
again?
37, he said.
37, which would be the rapid fire mode apparently. 5 rounds
Okay,
rapid apparently.
so you see Kelly is actually hit by this. Quite a lot. She doesn't seem to have been in a mindset to dodge. But you don't see extra holes appear in her body. You see them appear evenly dispersed among her underlings.
Oh,
gosh.
wow!
Oh.
So she actually has. Okay. I know it's a bit of a reference, and it wasn't too out of this time. But in One Piece, there's a captain who ate something called the straw fruit, like a puppet man. And when you attack him, it actually disperses to like a voodoo doll puppet or someone else. So that person takes the damage rather than her.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
dispersed
bitch.
it.
Oh yeah, I probably agree with you entirely. So those poor buggers. So even my poor master just took damage for no reason.
Yes.
Oh, she's gonna be pissed with Kelly, isn't she? Oh, you bitch!
Okay, so
Beat me up instead.
Satana has one parting gift, however.
Oh no.
She's probably
So
from the fact she's shot. Ow!
yeah, she doesn't feel good right now, but you just see her hit a button, and trees near your location, because the forest is very high and you're making a very hasty escape, explode into fire. You're not quite some distance away, and all of you fall unconscious. And that's where we'll leave it for today. Where you land, no one knows yet.
At least the other one, the entire group took a nasty chunk of damage out of that.
Oh yeah, they're definitely shaken by that. And,
Two of them
So-
are babbling.
yes, the group is kind of in disarray, so they may not want to pursue.
Hey,
Okay,
I just wish I got a
We
natural 20. I could have had that.
survived!
Actually, no, they actually don't matter even with a natural 20. What does my I haven't actually found this out yet. What is the damage output of the assault rifle in its singular and spray mode?
in the spray, singular mode, it can do up to 20 damage, and its spray
Ow.
mode, it can do 10 distributed. But you have to keep in mind that, if Kelly has, like, no armor, she's wearing, like, fucking robes. So basically,
So she's
even
a
if
full
the
10.
even if the others had armor that, like, whatchamacallit,
Watson.
could have blocked some of that, they're taking all the shots that Kelly would have.
Ah, so that means that was really, really hurt like hell. Because
I'm glad someone took something away from this. That's for sure.
I've dealt some damage. We got a little bit boned on the whole feature, on that second feature bit, but at least we dealt some damage back. And indirectly, I scored points on my former master.
Yeah.
I
don't care. It's a win in my book.
I don't think she'll count it.
No, it's a win in my book.
Everybody's happy.
Plus, wait, we can't. There's no way in hell we could actually beat her. Her attack stat is too high.
Right.
That's why I figured it was an unbeatable fight.
She's way too dangerous.
It's not just her, it's basically also the new guy that also seems to do like...
Thankfully, I stunned him.
By the way, who's Satana? You keep mentioning her like as if we know her.
I do.
That is Demono's master.
Oh, so Satana's Demona's master. Right.
Yes.
Master Assassin.
Right.
So,
it's just that,
so her name is literally Satan with an additional A.
Yes.
Oh, it depends how I pronounce
Wow. Demonox, did you choose this name?
Nope.
No, actually I did, but I just decided to follow bloody Demonox's naming convention.
You know,
So it is Satana or Satana?
Satana.
You know what the nickname I would give the Satana woman, since she's done kind of ghosty things?
You know,
Satana.
Satana or Satana is how we say Satan in Italy. So there's that.
Yeah, in Finland we say Satana.
I would give her the nickname. I would give her the nickname Ghost Wolf.
Ghost Wolf, sure.
Why not Sniper Wolf?
by the way, Icy Pal says Cyborg Fairy Dragon is the MVP of this session.
Damn right, Bertie is. Bertie is the best character.
Wait, we could have won that fight.
By the way, Bertie is spelt with a U.
I mean, basically, yeah, these guys' attacks are, these guys are pretty good at what they do, but they don't have a fucking dragon on the side.
Next time we leave with the dragon.
Next time we should just attack them. Next time we should just attack them with the dragon.
And assault rifles.
Dragging assault rifles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
think
Danton,
next
your
time I'm just
project
going
is
to...
attack. Your next project, Danton, next time is to attach a pair of Gatling cannons to the dragon.
Yeah, I think
Fine
next
by
time
me.
Rem is just going to attack until he expires.
That shouldn't be too hard.
Hey, boy.
Oh, don't be like that.
I would suggest a couple. I would suggest a
One hit.
couple of rocket launchers to add
Flamethrowers. A good close range combat.
against Spitfire.
Trust me, I have an
I approve of
idea
that.
on what we can do about Remy's inability to hit right now.
Yeah,
I'll be communicating with a with someone to help make sure that this is a reality. So don't worry. I know you kind of you rolling a character very late. I didn't have the chance to build up your attack and defense, but don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah, Ice Pal apparently approves of the Gatling dragon.
Gatling dragon.
Yeah, I had an idea for...
So what does it
Captain's
look like?
one-hander.
Fucking Machine Dramon from Digimon?
You mean that a badass looking thing that goes out like a woos?
I know. I mean, does it look like him at least?
I didn't actually think about that. I just basically thought that it was part machine, part living, so it kind of like a basically...
Yeah, it is part machine, part living, but if you made a Gatling dragon, that's what it would look like.
Right, because I've never watched Digimon.
Oh god, so you have no idea what this looks like. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to give you a
That's a pretty
picture
decent
for a
dragon.
frame of reference. He
Design-wise, it was good.
got freaking... okay, so keep in mind I'm only familiar with the first season of it, so I don't know if they did anything with Machine Drumming later on, but in the initial season, he was like freaking, like, he was built up kind of like Fluffy Bottoms and is taken down in like 2 episodes.
No, I mean it's not the fact that it was taken down in 2 episodes. I mean, if you think about it, that of all the five bosses there, the freaking puppet is the one that took the longest. 5 episodes.
Yeah, he stuck around forever.
Everyone else took about 2 episodes to deal with.
I don't know.
Machine Dramon just went down with
wrong one.
Attack.
Didn't Lord Greymon just kill him immediately?
Yeah,
Lord Greymon's like, oh yeah, I can murder you.
That's message.
This guy was fantastically well designed. Look at the design of the guy. It's like, I've got flipping gas cannons on my shoulders, for Christ's sakes.
But yeah, this is Machine Dramon for those at home that don't know. This is what I'd imagine a Gatling dragon would look like.
So the session is over.
Yeah, basically. Yes. So, questions, comments about today's session, other than the fact that you hated it and you want me to die?
I feel that you've played this card too many times already, and it makes the other players feel like, we're being curb stomped into a 60-story building.
We were denied a victory that we were
really close to. I've been paranoid ever since Solomon failed his charisma check, even though he rolled the best possible number he could.
To be honest, I just I don't know what to think anymore, because this campaign started so well. Everyone was having fun. Everything seemed perfect. The fights were balanced. Everyone was happy. People failed, but it made sense. And then suddenly all this stuff happens just because the plot says so, rather than,
You could say altogether, we're the botchacidal maniacs.
No, please, Danton. I would like that in a more comical sense.
There is the simple fact that we've been playing this campaign for what it feels like forever. It's been, almost way more than a year by this point.
I'm sorry, but
keep in mind that there've been a lot of breaks in between as well.
There has been a lot of breaks.
And honestly, there was at some point we played this campaign too often, and it burned us out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started spacing various sessions in between weeks. But ironically, by doing that, I think we're growing detached from it.
Yes, I mean, to be fair, I'm trying my best to wrap it up. Like I said, this will not go beyond 50 sessions.
I have the opposite problem. I'm attached to this, and I want it to be so great and good that I even was tempted to basically recommend something to Madhog to get him back into the game, essentially.
I mean, I think nothing will really get me back into it as I was at the beginning or halfway through it.
Look, I know what you want. You just needed something to narratively work for, and I was thinking about that for you. So I was that invested for all of us to basically have something here, if you know what I mean. And it's like,
you also have to imagine.
In that sense, the other campaign the Ross was holding during those one-up session was worked better because we already knew that world is cruel and death can come at any time, so it all could accept that it's unfair because that's the selling point of that other campaign.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Military one.
The military one you're referring to.
Yes.
Honestly, I would love for us to to ditch the campaign altogether and play the anime high school game like a board game online.
I'm not really interested in that one.
I would do something, that I have planned in future once we get this over and done with, because even though I'm disenchanted by this so far, I still want to do Goodbye Ross and actually finish the entire experience at least.
Yeah. I mean, you have to also keep in mind that I'm basically heavily condensing this back end of it, so I apologize if everything feels like it's going so fast and there's a little time to breathe. But I understand your fatigue. I am somewhat experiencing it myself too.
I also feel that abandoning it right now would be kind of unfair to Matty's new character Remy and to me, because we've
just got in here.
we've pretty much we've just gotten here pretty much.
Yeah, so
Like I said, so basically you're looking at this was session 43. You have 6 more sessions after this. And my pledge to you is that the game will be wrapped up within that time frame.
Giant training montage.
One way or the other.
Well, I have more time to compose more music for my campaign.
So, like I said, honestly, out of all the one-shots, I liked yours the best, Marty. I'm very vocal about this.
Yes.
Superheroes.
Yes, I know this.
And this was before I started watching My Hero Academia, so that makes me want to do that actually all the more. Because that show's amazing.
It's got very good. I like the current episodes.
It is an above average Shonen Jump show, that's for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's still quintessentially a shonen fighting show, but it's a darn good one.
But I actually like the characters in it. For
I'm
the
gonna
most
kill
part.
you.
For the most part.
And also, Icy Pal's being really encouraging in the comments.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Icy Pal. I was gonna say thanks.
Icy Pal.
Thanks, keep being a pal of ice. By the way, the ice swan was for you.
Yes, blood and all included.
Unfortunately, it was then shattered when it flew at the other guy.
Well, do you think he would appreciate without the blood? I say nay.
Yeah, unfortunately, it broke when he flew at the other guy. We will get you a replacement one.
That's what Icy Pal probably wanted anyway.
Oh,
damage.
What would have Icy Pal wanted? More blood.
By the way, you know what? I'd love to play another hero-themed campaign. I could go back playing my best character so far,
Slime Man.
Slime Man.
Well, to be honest, I'm going to spoil something for you, but I actually have a one-shot campaign that after we finished up this, essentially, that would be a nice resting one for full-on comedy. So that would hopefully be a bit nice,
I like your other
breather.
one. I know it's a nice breather. I like your breather one, but I like your other one.
Let's see. So,
well, it was mostly comedic too.
Yeah,
I must admit, I made a second one shot of my own that even Devar thought was actually rather interesting.
Yeah.
So, well,
you
tried.
We do have ideas. So.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, we should probably consider wrapping up. We should probably consider wrapping up for the night now because we've been babbling for like 30 minutes now, I think.
Yep.
No, I don't think it's a full 30 minutes, but yeah, we've been going for a little while now. So, thank you everyone that's watched this. Thank you for my players for sticking with me. Keep in mind that, when you're a DM, you have to make concessions at the end of the campaign, and, sometimes the pacing can go out the window because of that, and I apologize for that. But we're
pacing has never been a primary concern of this campaign.
So, we are now rushing headlong towards endgame, so I hope that you'll stick with us to the bitter ending. It could be bitter. It very well could be bitter.
Slimeman loves you all.
All right.
The moment I get those final points of attack and defense. The game ends.
By the way, did we get any points for doing that battle at all?
Oh, actually, you will.
Let's have them next time.
Yeah, but we're going really late right now, so.
Right. Well,
Again, thank you to all of our viewers, thank you to all of our players, and this looks really trippy right now. I could just keep going forever with my computer monitor. Yay!
Hey.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night and take care,
Good
buddy.
night.
Good night.
We'll be sleeping at this table for the rest of the week until next week.
Pretty much. Night.
Nice one.